my push to talk a little too long. And we are streaming now. And I'm going to hit enter in a couple of windows. I have an advert for SRM Ski.
Free advertising. Well, you're making the content, so I suppose it's not technically free, is it?
I'm doing a lot of work for that, but that's okay. I enjoy it. So, when... Uh-oh, we lost somebody already. It was Ski.
Looks like Ski.
So when last we left our runners, a month ago in real time, you guys were prepared in the legwork stage of preparing your assault or infiltration of this alleged black site. You should have notes of what you had figured out, and I think you had things you wanted to continue working on, so that is where we are. So, what would anybody like to do? Also, you have a late arrival in Kai, who has been recommended to you by Kat as well. So you've been put in contact with Kai. Once Ski gets back, Kai will introduce themselves.
Well, I think we established that we need to go down to the basement area in there and that we're going to have to hack some elevators. Ski had a plan for getting us in too, right?
I think you guys, as in general, had figured something out as a general idea. Ski was going to try and do face stuff, but then you guys... Oh, sorry. Something distracted me. But then last session he was unable to make it, but we didn't play, so...
I thought we'd actually gone out and got some uniforms for this as well.
I believe you had gotten some uniforms. You had befriended the head of the white side of the site.
Oh yeah.
To get his, I believe you did something to get a copy of his mag card. Are you back with us, Shadowjack? I mean, I see you, but I don't hear you.
I'd assume it's probably a computer problem if he just suddenly dropped as soon as you started the stream, so I don't think he'd voluntarily done that.
I mean, it is Ski, and it is me. I could have completely kicked him from the DWB server again, accidentally.
I'm convinced that's how the two of you get Ski to prestige in the DWB server.
No, what happened was I thought he was like a ghost in the voice chat because he was having problems, and I right-clicked and I saw kick, and I thought that was kick from the chat. It didn't register with me that red meant it's a mod tool and you're kicking him from the channel. Oops.
Who knows a lot about drugs?
Not me. Real life or Shadowrun?
Shadowrun.
I mean, I know a little bit. Why?
No, I'm trying to help a friend. I want to add some effects into my character.
So Kat has introduced Kai to your group as another operative that could be helpful, and Kai is going to introduce themselves.
Kai is a street samurai with a very noticeable appearance, as she has a pair of large wings that sprout from her back, and she likes to wear gargoyle style around her body like a cloak. She has hair that changes color with her mood, which makes her a real liability when trying to hide things from other people. She's also a adrenaline junkie and is very skilled with firearms.
All I heard was somebody you want to play poker with.
Yes, definitely. You probably won't enjoy what Kai does after the poker game to get her money back.
Okay, so before we get too far into things, I'm introducing a new mechanic that is rewarding you, the players, for interaction in chat and with the channel. So if we get, it was 5 last night, if we have 10 people chatting in the stream chat, you will get a super edge, which looks like this. I don't know if you're in the right spot on the screen. And that can be used at any time to give you +3 dice on any dice pool. Once.
Did you? You didn't make that into a playing card, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
And because of last night's D&D group succeeding in achieving a goal of 15 follows to the stream, and also having 5 people chatting, you guys start with one of these each, which I am dealing now.
Cool.
And I'll have to remember when the other players come in to give them one as well. So anytime you want to use that, it'll add 3 to your dice pool immediately. If it's a bought hits test, that would just be +1 hit. And also, because of the 15 followers achieved last night, there will be another reward somewhere as part of the session or afterwards. Now, back to your planning and plotting.
Shadow Jack, do you think you could do anything about Kai here if we're trying to go in undercover? That could be difficult.
No, I don't actually think there's a lot I can do now.
Well, if you guys are planning on going in undercover, if you want, I could either put on disguise or hang back with my trusty high-powered rifle.
Like I'm thinking the job doesn't really require rounds like that, but do you have any like non-lethal stuff?
Oh, sure. I've got rubber bullets.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Plus, I've always got my trusty taser.
In character, Kenny thinks that having Overwatch for extraction would be beneficial. Out of character, Baron thinks that it might not be very fun if you stay outside.
Hey, look. Kai is gonna get her adrenaline either way, whether it's picking off people chasing the team or sneaking into the facility.
I mean,
And
I'm happy. Andrigger is happy to actually wait out with you, but I'm not sure if the noise cancellation will let Major get in far enough. Because it was pretty noisy, wasn't it, Choots?
Yes, it was 6. I believe that left you with 1.
One spare, yeah.
You can always go in and not Jaeger the drone.
Jaeger the drone?
Yeah, jump in.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. In Jaegers, they actually get inside the drone.
Shush.
But I mean, if he was like a tiny little dude, maybe he could get in there. Maybe a pixie.
No, that is not a thing. No pixie riggers riding inside the drones.
That is a great character concept.
It is a
The pixies wouldn't be that smart, but hey, you know.
just put like a inside the drone.
Exactly. They're all vehicles, right?
I think we're like stereotyping or something. Because pixies got to be smarter than that.
I'm sure some corp has done this.
Absolutely.
absolutely positively.
And then you're drones would be able to cast magic too.
Can you cast magic whilst you're jumped in?
No, but you don't have to necessarily be jumped in the whole time the drone's in operation.
This is true.
Yeah, you can remote control, or you can just tell it what to do and have it be on dog brain.
True, but you definitely need to have a, fiber optic cable or something going out. So you can actually see.
Well, I'm assuming that most drones have cameras.
Doesn't work through cameras. Line of sight requires the actual photons to hit your actual.
Oh, you're talking about casting? Yeah, you can't cast through an electronic connection. You can control the drone, but you couldn't cast through the drone.
Exactly.
Because
Yes.
mana and tech do not mix.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I was saying you needed the fiber optic or something from the inside out.
Oh,
Like,
for the
mage,
spell, yeah.
Mage goggles or whatever they're called, yeah. But anyway, I mean, as a player, do you want to be waiting outside? I mean,
I'm fine
guys
with
will come-
that. I'm fine with either as a player.
What you described, are those qualities?
They are. Let me see. I want to make sure. Yes, they are. Why is my qualities tab in my character sheet empty?
That was what I was wondering. That's why I looked at it a minute ago, and then you flipped it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill that out because Kai does have qualities, and for some reason they're not listed here.
Did you do an import from Genesis?
No, I swore I filled this in, or I filled that tab in when I filled in the rest, because I filled in my character sheet manually from the Google doc or the Google spreadsheet that
Right.
someone made. I forget who, but they did an excellent job, and thank you.
Oh, for the life path thing, that was Baron, wasn't it?
That's always been, yeah, that guy. He's real good at stuff.
Yeah, it was super helpful.
No worries, just fill it out as you can. But those are qualities, so they're not like, oh, just roleplay that you can work around. They're qualities that you have to mechanically work around.
Yeah.
I assume one of them is what, distinctive style?
So one of them is wings, and the other one is mood hair. The wings, though, do have distinctive style added onto them. Wasn't really clear on how, because the rule book says that if you take the wings negative, or the wings quality, then you have or you have to have distinctive style.
Yeah, it comes with it.
Okay, but I wasn't clear on whether it costed additional karma or whether that was part of the karma cost.
I believe that's part of it.
Okay.
And negative qualities actually refund karma. So I think you basically pay the cost for the positive part, the wings, and the negative you just get that without the bonus.
Yeah. That's what I figured, but
Now, are you so you are not a pixie?
no, I am not. And my character is mundane, which means that they cannot fly with these wings either.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because not angels. What are we called in Shadowrun? Anyway, the angel equivalents and pixies both have to be awakened, don't they?
Yeah. Well, and these were I forget what the term is, the mutations.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that's where I got these through.
Through Surge.
Yeah, through Surge. And in order for the wings to work, you have to have some magical ability, and I deliberately chose to make this character mundane because I thought it would be interesting to have a character that has vestigial wings.
It's definitely interesting. We'll see how it works out.
Right?
Yeah, like I know an organ doctor. I mean, he can help you get those off there, and he'll probably give you a little bit of coin for them too. I mean, if they're just not useful to you at all.
Kai brandishes her wings with the very prominent hook on the end and a threatening manner. Stay away from my limbs.
I mean, I wasn't saying for me. I was just, offering a solution to your. I mean, obviously those are very, very valued to you, and I will retract my statements.
Otherwise known as backpedal.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Too
backpedal
too
here.
right, too right.
Hey, Pills, what's going on, dude?
Alright, hello all. Hey, what we bleeding doing? What y'all bleeding doing?
We're gonna sneak into the shag and I don't remember. Find us some stuff.
You're supposed to be finding out, if possible, who is funding the black site, and steal any data you can find on the research that's being done there.
Right. Sorry, I was on a coke bend. The last couple hours been very blurry. Then
Yes, the best way to prepare for a run.
Doesn't everyone prepare for a run that way?
alright, hey, still alive so far. So don't knock it. Don't knock it till you're dead from it. All right, out of game. Where are we at the warehouse, or are we?
No, we're still messing around.
Okay.
I think we're quote unquote loading the van.
Okay.
I step into the van. All right, I'm good.
I guess if Pills gets in the van, it'll already be loaded.
Too right. I'll make sure. Everything. Oh,
You might want to bring your new teammate Kai up to speed on what the job is and what your plans are.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we met
Hey,
this.
as long as I get to shoot somebody, I'm happy.
Yeah, we met this dame, this cat, Carol McTavish, at the cruise room, and she goes by Cat. She was an ex-Shadowrunner at one point, and she wants us to investigate this place we're going to now. She wants to know who owns the business and what are the details of the research. We got a couple days to run this mission, and she's gonna pay 50,000 new yen. But there will be a 12,500 penalty if we can't get all of the information. What we're looking up is Free Zone Meats Packing Plant, and yeah, they are a bunch of different companies. They've been like Real Beef, they've been Rocky Mountain Steak Company, Front Range Fillets. So we're supposed to find out who actually owns this whack place, and I guess they're doing some research. I don't know why would they be? Why would a meat packing place be doing research? But that's what we've been trying to find out. There is a basement. We got a bunch of guards in the top level. There's an electrified fence, and we have an ARO key that will give us access to the place so we can get in. We got it from my buddy Randall. Randall's awesome.
All right, whiz.
As far as we can tell, the top side is clean. We couldn't find any data, so we have to get into the basement. We don't know exactly what we're going to find down there.
Yeah, and Jack's gonna throw up an AR of his buddy Randall so Kai can see him.
He's actually the head of the meat packing site. Because of course it's not its own corp; it's a subcorp of a subcorp of a shell corp of a subcorp, etc.
Yeah.
But he's the boss at his tiny little level.
I can understand the loyalty 0, but his connection's got to be at least a 1, doesn't it?
Well, he's not a connection.
Yeah, his connections for you guys is 0 because you guys kind of schmoozed him and stole his mag card key.
Yeah,
stole it as in copied it on the side.
Yeah, we copied his keys, and we're now using them to get into his plant.
Yeah, I fully wholeheartedly understand the 0 loyalty. Definitely that.
And the other person that you met was I'm trying to remember his name.
Toro.
Yes, Toro.
I got him too. So
Toro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I added him to the handout as well,
Oh, okay.
which looks exactly like your connection there. He is a clerk at the Cyber Chicken convenience store that happens to be near the meat processing plant you're about to visit. He's just trying to save enough money to get his daughter one of those new versions of the Furby.
I'm gonna
Bollocks,
get that guy
I tell
that
ya.
Furby.
Say again, two of you were speaking.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that guy that Furby. That's my new mission.
Oh, what?
It isn't even
You
released
just want to
yet.
get him a Furby? Why don't you say so? I could work some connections and try to see what I can get that Furby.
So, what would you folks like to do?
If we're getting ready, with this disguise kit, could Pills do a disguise to make himself at least look like the guy, whose information we swiped.
What is Pill's metatype?
Human.
You can try.
Pills would love to try. Okay, I'm just kind of looking, making sure I'm like, my qualities. Nope. I am a discreet smuggler, so as per quality. All right.
I'm pretty sure Pills is the only human in the entire party, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're mostly metahuman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Pills is bland too.
No, I'm human.
And Kai is.
I look human.
No,
Kai-
Kai is an elf.
Oh, I thought you were human. Sorry. My apologies, Daisy Eater.
You're just angry because I'll outlive all of you.
I don't know.
Not Andriga. She's a young elf. You're gonna be
Eh.
older than her.
Well, gotta say,
That's fair.
if you live the shadows long enough, it doesn't really matter. You're better type. All right, and then he'll do.
That is
his
also
con-
fair.
While Pills is looking that up, Pills, you weren't here when I explained the funky Shadowrun dragon above your portrait. That allows you to add 3 dice to any dice pool one time. You just drag it off and onto the surface to play it, and that's it. And that's a reward from chat participation last night during the D&D game.
Cool.
So you have 4 hits. I will make note of that, and we'll see if it helps you.
2 rockets.
So then, is the plan to send possibly the 2 humans in, like, directly, and the rest of us have to find some way of sneaking in?
Or we could wait outside and in case, or rather, not in case, when things go sideways, we can bust in.
Pills thinking, well, we need it to go. They just let like laborers in, right?
Every Friday, a bigger crew leaves than had previously entered, and another crew enters. But not the same crew as the meat packing workers. They seem to be differently dressed.
That's right. Okay. Did we get an idea? Were they more like casually dressed or more?
If I'm not mistaken, you guys had gotten some uniform information.
Yes. Okay, and then we got then ideally, we would see about maybe procuring some said uniforms.
Yes, I believe that was one of the last things you did last session.
Yeah, I think we're looking for it. Did we roll? I don't know if Pills rolled is if we need to do his black market like a knowledge or
That would be more of a contact thing to see if you could find somebody.
Didn't Shadowjack use their fashion anything to try and make it?
Shadowjack and Tree had tried something, but Tree was just manipulate plastic, I think, and Shadowjack.
No, and Andrew was the one who was manipulating the plastic.
Right.
Made that plastic dress, but I think. Oh no, that's right. He got a terrible score or something.
This is why it's good that we're doing this every week instead of every month.
Yeah.
Because nobody took notes.
I did. It was obvious.
The trash bags were for the meet with the Johnson.
Yeah, I thought that was because a lot of us didn't have any. We're all like low lifestyle, so it's like, all right, let's make our trash look good.
So, do you have a contact that is in uniform sales or anything close to something like that?
So Pills has the following context. He's got Rehab, a bartender. He's got Miss Obsidian, an ID manufacturer, and Evelyn Payne. She's an Evo lawyer. So we can get
So she's a lawyer.
IDs. Yeah.
Don't think any of those would be specialized in uniforms. The ID person might be able to help in a non-specialized fashion. Does anybody else have somebody that you could convince me is specialized in uniform or clothing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna call my buddy Norval. He is in making BTLs, which, as you know, is videos and entertainment and stuff. He probably has access to like a prop shop that could get us. I mean, they wouldn't be like really good uniforms, but maybe some like, hey, I'm a mailman.
So basically, a step above vending machine clothes.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm the washer repair guy. I'm here to fix your pipes, you know.
Name's Johnny Sins.
And then the music starts playing in the background. Bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, bow.
I mean, you can try. Oh, you did give me button rolls. Are you guys going to try with Shaggy or somebody else?
Sure.
He is. I'll be nice and say specialized. Sure. Let's see how loyal he is. Not.
He not be loyal.
Loyalty 1. Doesn't matter if you have a million charisma.
He loves me.
Sure. I already rolled it. And your roll was even more ridiculous than my roll was, and mine was ridiculous. For anybody that's not watching the stream, he just rolled a 9 on the loyalty check with a 17 dice pool.
I told you, Shaggy loves me.
Yes, he does, apparently.
Hey, you know what?
So, what do you need?
We need some uniforms. We're gonna go in this place, and we need to look like cleaning people.
Any specific unicorns? Any specific uniforms?
Hey guys.
I think we have specs. I think.
Oh, I will pass along the specs.
You had pictures and such, yeah.
I will throw them over in AR.
I can't match these exactly, but I could try. Because of our history, I'm just gonna charge you the cost of materials, which is not much. I think it's gonna be a 5 new yen per person. These are not gonna be very good uniforms, just so you know. They're prop clothing. They just gotta look good on camera for a minute.
That's fine. I mean, I just gotta get it close.
So there's what, 5, 6 of you? So it'd be like, we'll say 30 new yen total. So does that work for you?
I mean, that's good by me.
All right, I'll give me a location. I'll send a drone over with him.
I'll pass along our location.
So you'll have uniforms shortly because it doesn't take long. He's gonna basically print them out.
3D printing, nice.
Well, it's like so in my head the vending machine clothes are like paper, and you can print on paper, right?
Mhm.
So I'm sure there's a whole maker industry of printing on the cheap vending machine clothing to make it a little bit better.
Aren't they normally plastic? Like they're cheap plastic, the clothing?
Plastic, paper, it's all the same.
You can still print on plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's an appropriate plastic.
Just have to use the right ink. Preferably not dry erase.
Well, Australian money is literally plastic, and that's being printed in.
So you'll have uniforms in quotes, and you do have the copied key, and
Right,
you have a
Can I-
disguised pills.
Can I try and touch those uniforms up with fashion?
How many of them are you going to try and do?
I mean, like, how many of us are going in?
That's a good question.
Well, considering the noise, I feel like Kenichi definitely wants to be in.
Right.
I mean, I'm happy if you descend in major and I'll try and run with the noise, but she might not be very good at a distance.
Right. Well, the idea I have, the ID, it's a supervisor, right? It's not necessarily a grunt.
Yeah, it's the supervisor of the entire top level of the legitimate side of things.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah, it was a boss's office, a boss that you had to get the key from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, notice his phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
The legitimate side of things.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Oh, don't read anything into that. I would never prompt you.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours
So-
later. Ah, I gave you that prompt.
So it looks like I have to cast it every time, and it's a sorcery plus magic versus the object resistance, which is 6 for most clothing.
Say that one more time.
Okay, so I make my rolls, and I take my net hits, and I go against the object resistance of the item, which is
Fortunately, we have
Six.
rules here that have object resistance in them in the SRM section.
Well, it actually
in the
has.
rulebook section.
object resistance in the spell. It says object resistance is 6 for most clothing. Armor with defense rating higher than 3 resists the changes to faction more than usual. So its defense rating minus 3 is the threshold.
Yeah, because clothing is a manufactured low-tech object. I'm going to say it has a rating of 5 because it's pretty crappy clothing. And it rolls rating times 2 to resist, or is it just the rating?
Just the rating.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your test. And I really should make a sheet so I have a generic roller for stuff.
Fashion is a permanent change, right? So this could technically still be done on Thursday so that you can still recover on Friday, right?
Sure.
So you got 3 hits. Go ahead and roll your drain. Unless you'd like to use some edge.
What?
Oh, ouch! See,
What is-
you burned it
This
when you
was
threw
done on
that.
Thursday.
You burned it when you threw that 9 at me earlier.
Guess so.
So you will take 3 hit stun.
I think it's more for fashion, isn't it? Because it's 3 plus net hits or something, isn't it? Drain wipe, I mean.
Shouldn't be. No, it's just drain value of 4.
I would assume that he'd have that in the notes if it was, but I'm checking because I can. I've got all the PDFs open. Of course, the word fashion shows up a million times on Street Weird.
Yeah, it's on page 39.
I just found it. Terms and conditions. Yeah, there's nothing special about the hits. So yeah, you take 3 stun, and yeah, he's compiling sprite clothing. Fun fact: sprites can interact with some clothing, like the clothing with the chromatic, polychromatic, whatever. So, what were you doing with these 4 successes?
I was trying to make them look more. So with 4 successes, the clothing can be changed with enough specificity to mimic a uniform, provided enough material is available. And that's just if I just have material. That's not if I have, a close facsimile.
Right. So you can make one. You're gonna have to do it for each set that you do.
But it's only stun drain, so if we're doing this on Thursday, then he's got several hours to do it. So
Yeah, just like Kenichi was doing rolls before we all got here to compile and register sprites because it's time consuming. I'm assuming stuff like this you were doing in the few days before you actually move on the place, so you can give it a few tries, and then I'll let you have, like, we'll say 3 natural recovery rolls.
Okay. So we have 4 people or 5 people going in.
What is your dice pool?
It is
17.
magic plus my focus.
So 17, you would have 4 hits if you bought hits, but it would have 1 hit if it bought hits.
Well,
But is 3 going to get you where you want to be?
3 has a full spectrum of color, can be manipulated, simple geometric patterns and designs can be added, but nothing as elaborate as corporate logos or name tags.
So it would be like a pixelated version of the uniform.
Yeah.
That's up to you if you feel like that's sufficient enough.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep rolling. Let's do this.
before you do that, I can boost any attribute if you want, like either willpower or charisma or whatever.
My charisma's already boosted. You can do willpower if you'd like.
That helps with your drain.
Yes.
I'll try again.
After you roll against that drain.
I've just been rolling really bad drain on this guy.
That was not a really bad drain.
There we go. Okay, I got the +4 on the willpower.
So
Ah,
you'll
you're
take
that
1
much.
drain.
Yeah, +4, yeah, because 4 is the max.
Yeah, I have my magic can.
And you take 1 drain.
Sure, but we're not going in tomorrow. I'm assuming a night's sleep will get rid of drain, right?
You'll have natural recovery rolls, so yeah.
All right. Faction. Drain. That's only hits. So what's your subject resistance?
It's the same. Oh, I've got to roll it, yeah.
Drain though.
2.
Oh, that one only 2. Those I ruined them.
No, you just made them fit better.
Yeah, I ruined some. I'm gonna do it again. This one's good.
You might want to take a hour off just to recover, get 3 of them just to get rid of that wound penalty.
All right. Okay. I'll take an hour off.
So you've got two pretty passable uniforms, and 1 that's not great. And keep in mind, Pills is already disguised as Randall.
True. So
And Randall would not be wearing a whatever uniform, scientist uniform.
Feels ain't looking like no dirty worker here. He's gonna look like the boss.
oh, I got enough. We're good. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do 2 more. We're gonna do this. We got this, guys. Ah! Haha! Another good uniform.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Holy crap!
Oh,
There is no drain.
once more to the breach, guys. Last uniform. We got this.
I feel like Shadowjack is like playing a slot machine here.
And I'm gaining edge for all these, right?
No.
I got 1. Just
1.
Sure.
so that was the last one. And
Wait, what is your edge gainer for this?
probably willpower. Let me see.
Right, but it's
Mastery, charisma.
yeah, but those are use it or lose it, are they not?
In SRM they are. Are they in here?
I believe they made them use it or lose it. I'm not for sure.
SRM.
Ah,
That's an SRM. But if you want to apply that change to us as well, I ain't got no problems with it.
no, I'm fine with it. If the logic one is permanent, that these should be just as permanent.
Yeah, I will promise not to abuse it more than several times.
More than every time I let you.
Do I get medical care when I'm taking my my little snooze cruise, taking a nap?
I don't think you have any medics in your group, do you?
Somebody's got to have a biotech skill.
I don't have biotech yet. As soon as I get the karma, I definitely do it. But I do have a medkit rating 1 if you want to use that.
So that would be a no.
Right. Well,
Cricket.
pills can convince can make you think that you're feeling better.
He didn't need it.
I did the last time. I only rolled 1 hit.
Pills is telling you, Jack, don't worry, Rob, you got this. You're strong as an ox.
You're trying
Not
to
gonna die.
you're trying to con him into thinking he's gonna live.
Yeah, I'm gaslighting him. Yeah, what else am I gonna do?
Hey, and I believe you.
All right. So,
Yeah.
any other preparation?
The next morning, I have to re-roll all of my stuff.
Had you already rolled it for this particular day?
Yeah, the first session.
Oh, yeah. No, this is a new session, so and a new day, so yeah.
Okay.
If anybody needs to do the buffing stuff, you guys should probably do that, and we'll carry it forward through the next day at least.
All right. So the morning I'm buffing my charisma, I'm hitting my drain. I get 4 more dice, but I forgot to add them in. But it doesn't matter because 6 will do it. Does anybody else want to buff? Because I can hold 2. I don't need 2.
You sure? I mean, boost willpower then if you can do 2.
I can do 2. I usually choose to hold it for other stuff.
Your Technomancer may be pulling Matrix Overwatch.
This is true.
Do you need some logic boost over there, buddy?
To be honest, I don't know which one I need boosted more.
Like
But yeah.
Technomancer's typically like logic or intuition. Listen,
Yeah.
I give you logic, and if you don't like that, we'll change it later on. So you get as many as you want.
My logic and intuition got boosted last time, didn't they?
I see that you have a 2 and a 4 on your sheet.
That's what I was looking at. I remember something got boosted. I think my intuition needs it.
I think they were both boosted last time, unless you have Augs.
No.
Then you have, yeah, there you go.
So we're all going in then, are we? Or is somebody staying out? Is Kai coming with us?
I am fine with either, whatever everyone thinks would be most helpful.
But we have enough uniforms for us all to go in, right?
Yeah, well, you have 4 uniforms of varying qualities, and then Pills has figured out his disguise.
Hey, I got 4 on all of them.
Worst case scenario, I can also just, sneak around the facility.
So the facility is down a key card protected elevator. The upper floors that you would actually have easy access to are a meatpacking plant and offices.
I mean, I've got a monofilament chainsaw.
What are you gonna pack meat with that?
No, just cut through the floor of the elevator.
Yeah, no.
Robert. That's still too loud for Pills' take.
Yeah, I think there was a caveat that they didn't want him to know that we'd gotten the information.
That's too bad.
So can we use the uniform to let Kai in with her wings, or I mean?
probably would be a good idea for me to remain outside in case you guys need help, because I will definitely be spotted.
Okay. If you are, as a player, absolutely happy to do that, because you
Yeah,
will.
no, I'm fine with that.
Alright, so that means we've got enough uniforms to include Major then. So I'll go down with my drone Major, and I guess I'll boost willpower. Since I might end up actually having to use magic.
Alrighty.
Again, Jack was able to boost 3 logic to Kenichi.
I'm going to move you guys to your fantastic map of the infrastructure, and you can explain to Kai what's going on with this beautiful map, if you remember.
There was a parking lot and like the office building, and I think that was the elevator. Was that the elevator?
That was the elevator, and little red squares are doors.
Yeah, and those are doors. And there's probably like cameras and stuff on there. And like this way, there was something else, but I don't remember what it was.
That was towards the street where you guys were.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's surrounded like 100 feet away by double electrified fences. So you haven't figured out how to get past those. There was a guard shack as well.
Well, I mean, we're driving in right at this point, aren't we?
And then did we ever find out what's the gap between the old crew and the new crew, like old people and the new crew coming in?
There really isn't one. It's coming and going at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
And also there is an astral void. Or an ebb, rather. Very dirty astral area here from slaughtered critters.
Yeah, let's head in. So we will go and wait for when everyone starts heading in and kind of blend in with the group.
Oh, well,
Sounds great.
everybody gets stopped at the guard shack, and credentials appear to be checked. How are you bypassing that?
I thought we had like an ARO or something.
You have the ARO to get the elevator to function.
Oh, okay. Then this is the Technomancer's job.
To what, put us on file or?
Oh well, actually, really quick, what can you do? Well, out of game, what can what can you do for a Technomancer? Just so I guess go from there.
I mean, it's kind of like they can do most Decker things, but maybe not quite as well, and then they have extra things they can do without having to go through Decker crap.
Sure. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I think it was more of like, do you have what's the Matrix illusion one?
Can't you just like talk to the guard's little scanner thing and say turn green?
That would be the editor complex form.
Yeah, there you go. That's the good one, right? You got that.
Yes, I do have that. That's so the edit file action would be able to.
You would have to get into the device, or sorry, I'm bouncing around your sheet. Or you could puppeteer and have it turn the green light on, or display OK.
Yeah, that seems simple enough. Would I have to do that for each of us?
I'm not going to make you do a million dice rolls.
Me do a million dice rolls.
Let's say plan B. I can just sort of get in and have you all go and say you left your stuff in the inside. As a backup, but no. If you can use your tech mumbo jumbo, go right ahead.
Be able
You
to
want
do
some
that.
Nova
Yeah.
Coke?
I don't know that that's going to help me.
Actually, it probably wouldn't hurt. Might settle you out.
Do what?
It might settle you down.
I don't know if that's what Coke does. No.
I mean, it makes you faster, makes you have better perception, and I think a little bit of intuition too.
Makes you peek out the curtains, suspicious that somebody's watching you.
Let's see here. So.
Speaking of which, snort.
Hey, if you got some extra, I'll try it.
Pills has a habit.
There's a reason he's called Pills.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, like, did you do pills? No, why would you do pills? That's ridiculous.
All right,
Oh,
good.
do the gentleman's thing. Nova Coke.
Good. This can segue into. Hey, Chus, how do I do that on my sheet again?
What's that?
The effects. I've got everything but the modification portion.
Okay, what are you trying to modify?
I'm trying to add a Nova Coke effect.
Right, but what
Plus
attribute?
reaction, +1 perception.
So it would be
Reaction underscore modifier.
yeah. If you hover over on your attributes, the modifier box, it'll give you the right attribute to use.
Yeah, but what's the actual thing I got to do? Is it +1 before it? Plus
No,
one
it's
after it?
attribute : space plus or minus number, comma the next one.
That's it. : space plus. Got it.
It's a comma separated values, and spaces are the spaces are optional. You could just do colon plus minus number, but I add spaces just for human readability.
So with the puppeteer, there's doesn't mention a role. I'm just taking the control device action. Is that the role I'm doing?
Correct. You would go to the roles tab in your matrix roles. Yeah, you're in the right spot. And you would do control device, which will tell me what dice I need to roll.
Let's see. I'm not untrained. Actually, I'm gonna test roll this really quick because I want to see what I'm rolling here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm looking at Shadowjack real quick. Erase. Do not check those checkboxes. Erase your modifiers or control exit. Then turn the modifier stuff on and then put it back in.
So uncheck.
Don't touch any of the options. Watch, I'll show you. Take the control A and your modifiers. X those out. I've got them. Now turn enable modifier changes and enable unrestricted modifiers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then we control V it back in and click somewhere else, and that should do the mod. If you check your attributes, you should see the change.
All right. So
No, you've got that wrong. You've got +1 charisma modifier. And capitalization matters, so it's all lowercase.
Okay. Is there one for high pain tolerance?
High pain tolerance is in your core in the settings for your condition monitors.
There's not a way I can just turn it on like this.
There is, but I don't remember it offhand, and there's a drop down there. Oh, does it turn it on temporarily? Let me tinker with your sheet for just a second.
Okay, I've fixed all those.
Yes, you did.
All right. Here's real quick here. So since I'm doing puppeteer, my complex form specialization would apply, correct?
Yes, that is a complex form.
There's my actual roll.
There you go. It instantly switched you. Now if you turn it off, let's see what happens. Yep, high pain tolerance off, high pain tolerance on. Ta-da! God, I'm amazing. Oh, I think I hurt myself patting myself on the back.
It's okay, you're good at it.
No, I don't do it often enough. So yeah, you should be good for your Nova Coke there. See, people should watch this stream just to learn how to use this ridiculously overcomplicated sheet.
That's right, because Pills is too coked up to understood that whole conversation, but he's just like, I'm ready to go.
Well, afterwards, if you go back and watch the stream, you'll be able to see what I was doing on my NC. So it's like a tutorial. Me?
Very nice.
Me? Trying to force people to watch the stream? Never. So Ken got 3 rolls, and it's versus willpower and firewall of the device that you're against. I'm actually going to modify that a little bit just because it makes sense. I'm going to say this was basically a rating 2 sin scanner, so it gets 4 dice. And it succeeded and automatically detected you. Now, you have made it look like everybody's good to go.
Alright, cool. And I need to roll fade on that.
Yes, you do.
So, let's see.
So Puppeteer should have told you what you needed for the fade. See, I would have done Puppeteer just so that the GM knows what you're doing. And
Like
also, yeah, and then I can also read it to remember what it does. And then it also has your fade right there in front of you. And then you do the control device, and then I do my roll, and everybody's happy. Ta-da! I have not played with many, I don't think I've had any Technomancers in my games. And I've had only a Decker or 2, and they knew what they were doing more than I did. Ski.
That's good.
Matrix is fun.
I know how to do stuff as a decker. I know absolutely nothing about technomancers.
They're like Deckers, but they have magic spells. I mean complex forms. And spirits, I mean sprites.
And they also just generally can't deck quite as well as a decker.
Yeah, they just don't have the dice pool capabilities early on. So
Yeah,
you
but-
have go ahead.
The cost of entry is also a little bit lower in New Yen, at least.
Oh, it's
Not
extremely low,
normal.
yeah. So we have our team has made it through the gate.
I just had to look at something.
Yep.
And he'll take a look around, see nothing.
I did need to make one other change. Where are my guards?
And Kai was staying out, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
Kai had elected to stay outside.
I was
Yes.
assuming they were going to enter the compound. Is that not the case?
No,
Mhm.
Kai's gonna stay outside and watch the compound through the scope of her high-powered rifle.
Right there, high.
Powered rifle.
From where? Because again, it's 100 feet from the edge of the fences to the building.
It's a sniper rifle
Right, but where are you going to do this?
from beyond the.
Just gonna
Fence line.
park somewhere?
Yeah. She has her, or they have their own car, so they can just park and wait.
Excellent. Okay. Let's see here. This is going to go to GM. And Randall. Let's see if we believe that you are Randall. You had 4 hits previously?
That's right.
Are you traveling with the other people?
Yeah. He just kind of like yeah. It looks. He'll try to get that look like he's like really ticked off.
Mr. Name, why are you not in your normal car? That's you, Randall.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Fraggin, Fraggin's slag hit me the other day, so I had to take it in.
Happens to everybody here and there, especially around here. Nobody knows how to drive. All right. You can go through. Funny that you didn't get a rental. You're riding with these people. He says that with a little bit of disdain.
It's like, ow. Like I said, it's only for today.
All right, well, I got people behind you I got to get through. I see that.
Yeah, and I assume since I did invest in that realistic features to make her look like a human woman, she passes without any issue as well, right?
Who's that?
The drone? Major?
Oh, I mean, it's a drone. People, unless there's a no drone zone or something, they just aren't really going to pay attention to it here. It's just equipment in the back of the van. What vehicle are you in?
So we have to drive in, we can't walk in through the gate?
Yeah, that's why there's a parking lot. It's 100 feet to the building.
I'm sure
Okay.
not everybody drives. I mean, there's got to be some people that take public transportation. This is the future.
Yeah, I do have my jackrabbit, but I mean, if we're trying to fit into one car, can we? I don't think we can all fit.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If you're going to walk in, most people are driving in or riding on scooters or whatever.
I've
Did we
got my
not
jackrabbit,
actually-
so
Do we
that
not
can
actually
take
have a
me.
van?
No, we're all broke. Jack is definitely going to be walking in.
Alrighty. So, okay, so Andriger, you are driving with the android?
Yes.
Is anybody else riding with you? I'm going to assume either Randall, in quotes, is riding with you or is driving their own vehicle.
I've got a spare seat, so it fits 3, so there's 1 spare seat if anyone wants to come in my crappy little jackrabbit.
Kenny also has his bike that he can fit one other person on his bike.
All right. Well, we'll assume that you split it up that way, and Randall would obviously, being the boss, would be in a car at least.
Yeah.
Being driven by Andriger, who's probably oh, that's my new secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, do you care about
Administrative
riding on
assistant.
All right. So you've gotten through the first line of defenses, you think. So how do you propose to get into the facility?
I feel like we should walk in.
Is there? Could we do perception to see if there's like a if we notice like a general area people are coming in?
Like a conga line of employees?
Yeah, I mean like any packing plant. I don't know if there's like a checkpoint.
Well, most people go in either of the 2 doors on the back side of the facility on your map there. They go in either of those 2 red doors. People are coming out both of those doors. The people going back in tend to be going into the office side, which is the small building, because they're dressed in lab coats and the like.
Okay, so we got lab coats coming in.
Which is what your uniforms are. They're basically uniform lab coats.
Oh, they are lab coats? Okay. All right, then.
And are you carrying any specific weapons?
Just the As Technology Striker. I mean, that's pretty
How
discreet.
big is that? What type of gun?
I'm kidding. That's a missile launcher.
I was gonna say, basically, if it's bigger than an SMG, we're gonna have to do some concealability stuff.
Yeah, Jack's got nothing. He found a paperclip on the ground. He kind of bent it out into a nice pointy shape.
The only thing that Pills has would probably try to bring is his light crossbow. It's collapsible, has a concealable holster, because I also have narco check injection bolts. It's a light crossbow. I am also for
Does
quality...
the crossbow collapse or something?
Yeah, the light crossbow. It's collapsed.
Okay.
And then I do have the quality, which is discreet smuggler. Hold on. So
Nice. I was just making sure nobody had any like, oh, I'm carrying my Raiden, my Yamaha Raiden on my back and my katana on my belt.
Then I brought my katana. No, you didn't.
Well, I'm
Uh,
assuming you're not. That question wasn't directed towards me because I do have a high-powered rifle.
Right, but
just
you're outside the
sitting in my
complex, so
car.
you're good. You're outside the complex. You're okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm assuming you aren't asking me.
What do you have like do you have the seats like folded down so you can lay down on them and look out the back window? But basically,
Exactly.
is it a hatchback? So you got the hatch like popped a little bit?
No, it's a jackrabbit, which I think is like a sedan.
Yeah.
So,
It's a three-seater sedan.
ideally, I don't want to shoot through my windshield, but
Preferably not.
you
Did
know,
you get a gun port mod to your Jackrabbit?
no, I think Kai is actually probably not in the car looking out the scope of a rifle because I cannot imagine how you would do that and be able to shoot at extreme ranges effectively. So they're probably lying on the ground next to the car.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't gonna press the point too much. I was just to see it in my own mind.
You know, could Pills do a perception check? Look around as they're walking and see if there's anything that Pills can like highlight to Kai to shoot at, just in case if things go topsy turvy.
Such as what specifically are you looking for?
I don't know if there's like a big like if there's either like another nice car or if there is like ideally, those red explosive barrels, like propane tanks, because it's a meatpacking plant. Um,
Oh God, explosive arrows in sides of beef. That's just not right.
no, but like powering the equipment. But really, just anything that if something happens, even just like a nice car or something that can, as a failsafe, and Kai could shoot at the car and at least provide a distraction, like who's messing with our car.
There are power lines leading into the facility, right?
Um, it's all wireless. Tesla was right.
Oh, well then I can just shoot the transformer that's siphoning electricity from the Earth's electromagnetic um, sphere.
Sure, no. Actually, I'm pretty sure that there are chemicals involved in meat processing, preservatives and such. So I'm sure you could find something if you want to do that route for a distraction, if it comes down to it. Or there's always just start shooting guards, because there are 5 guards, 2 at the gate, 3 wandering around, which you have seen from your perch.
Sure. I think at least like if there's chemicals can make an explosion, at least that can be like, oh wow, what happened? And then escape.
I don't know what chemicals are used in preservatives. I know nitrates are a thing, but I don't know if they're explosive by themselves.
Or just distraction,
Yeah, again, if that happens, we'll burn that bridge down when we get there. I mean, cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Blow that bridge up when we get there. Preferably after crossing it.
Yeah, shoot the bridge.
Yes.
All right, we do have images of like close-up images of some of the guards as well, right?
I don't think you got close-ups, but you did kind of map out their pattern. That 3 of them wander around the perimeter, and 2 stay at the guard post at all times.
Yeah, and you can try to tag them and at least send it to Kai.
Jack's gonna strike up a conversation with one of the guards as he's going in.
Okay. Except the guards aren't traveling with the workers. They just kind of get you through the gate and then ignore you. Typical low-level corporate guards, oh, they got through the gate, they must be legit.
Mm-hmm.
Until you do something that makes you not must be legit.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming you guys walked or rode around to the parking lot, and you are at the back of the building there. There's not a steady group of people, but it's shift change, so people are coming and going.
Okay.
And these are drones. They don't really seem to talk to each other a whole lot. They just want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
What type of equipment were the guards wearing? Jack does want to get some pictures of that stuff close up.
Looks like they're using armored vests. You think you see the bulge of a, I think that's a heavy pistol, and obvious stun batons that seem to be ubiquitous with security.
Armor vests aren't that noticeable under normal clothing, though, right?
They've got a negative social score, so I think that they'd be something that if you're looking for them, you'd notice them.
Yeah.
Unless they're actively concealed, but security's not going to actively conceal it.
Fair enough. I mean, I've got an armored vest. I don't need to do anything about trying to conceal that.
Oh no, you've got a lab coat that probably conceals it well enough, unless you give someone reason to look.
Oh, would it be possible to sneak in my helmet as well?
No, that would be pretty noticeable.
Fair enough. No.
Oh, this is my lucky helmet, honest.
Well, I came in on a motorcycle. I mean, Jackrabbit's motorcycles, right?
Is it a motorcycle helmet?
Jackrabbit's
No, I know. I'm joking.
It's a car.
They're a sedan. Yeah, I know. I've got one. So.
Though there's nothing that says that a helmet can't be a motorcycle helmet. So if you were riding a motorcycle, I might let you get away with that.
Could I get the motorcycle driver to carry in mine as a spare for their bike?
I'm gonna say no because you would have no reason to make your combat helmet, look like a motorcycle helmet. Not having a motorcycle.
Fair enough. Knew I should have gone with a motorcycle.
And kids at home, always wear your helmet. Elsewise, you become a donor cycle rider.
100% can agree. Also, even if you're the best driver in the world,
The other idiots aren't.
yeah, and drunk drivers are a thing.
That's a big thing down here is watch for motorcycles, which I take umbrage with that, but it's definitely, there's a lot of bike riders down here, and there's a lot of stupid people driving cars, so yeah. That's just a safety thing for our viewers that we don't have any of right now. Okay, let's stop preaching and play a game.
So I assume we're able to at least get up to the proximity of the elevator without any issues?
You can get through the door of the office because people are just coming and going. You've got the card, and the elevator only takes so many people at a time. I'm going to say 6. 6 is the number. So basically, you guys could crowd in.
Sure.
It's 4 of you and an android.
Mm-hmm.
Now is Major I'm using the wrong term. Humaniform.
She's a samurai, a Nissan samurai that's designed to look human.
So does she have the realistic skin or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I got 3 ratings in it, so...
Okay.
So that's the max availability 6 would allow, so...
So at a glance, she walks around like a stiff, jointed human.
I assume so, yeah.
Okay. So is that your guys' plan, is to get in the elevator and hope?
Another quick question from Kenny. When I was in the network last time, I saw the public-facing side, and on the back side, I saw things that looked like they belong to Free Zone meets the public corp stuff. I didn't see anything on the network that looked like what was going on in the basement, correct?
Correct.
So I assume I'd have to get into the basement to try and find some way of accessing whatever network may exist down there, if it does.
Yeah, it may be air-gapped or hardwired.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Or just surrounded by a lot of matrix noise blocking stuff.
Could we, for the boss's office, is that up or?
The boss's office is up. Where you wanted to go is down.
Sure. No, of course. Okay, so we're trying to get in the elevator. I will say I probably just push it. I'll just kind of motion first to go up and try to get into the office first, at least. Pills will try to text. Well, because he's got the glasses and things, so he'll text everyone like, all right, let's go to this Russell's office, and maybe there's something in there that can help us get down.
You already got the card key, the key card.
Yeah.
Does that let us go down?
Yeah, that was necessary to make the elevator go down.
Okay.
Question for you about Major. Do you share Major's visual processing with the PAM?
I guess so. I'm not sure. I assume it would probably be necessary to do that for the RCC to run all the auto software.
No, this is with other people so they can see through its eyes.
Ah, if people want me to, I'm happy to do so. I mean, she does have her gun has a thermo-optic addition to the camera, so...
Okay, so she will also have thermographic?
She will also have thermographic, correct.
I'm doing this so that Kai can see what's going on.
Sure.
Until Kai can't. What? Vision distance in kilometers? What? Oh, it's because this map is in kilometers. She can see forever!
Yay! All of the sight.
Unless you're on a different map than us.
I'm looking at the landing page because I'm putting you guys in fireball formation so I can move you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've already had the information we need. Yeah. Let's just go down then.
Oh, look at that! You just barely fit. So yes, 5 of you in an elevator listening to the girl from Ipanema. As the elevator slowly goes down and down and down, you think it probably went 20, 30 meters down below the surface.
Did you change to a different map and not pull us with you?
I'm there. You haven't arrived yet.
Okay.
But thank you for reminding me because I always forget that.
You're like, hey, you fit. And I'm like, what do we fit?
Yeah, of course.
And you have arrived. You are in a little box. Let me know if nobody can see.
Pills can't see.
I had to scroll around to find it.
Oh, you know
the
what?
only thing I can see is The only thing I can see is Major's tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either.
So that's probably because none of you are set up with night vision, or the map's not set up with vision.
Jack can see just fine.
Then that means the map's probably good. Well, this is a lit facility, so daylight mode. Ta-da!
Okay, cool.
You guys can see now?
Yes.
No change for Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, you see the skull key?
Yes.
Yes.
That is how you open doors. So you tell me I'm going to open this door, and you click the key, and you'll notice that token actions appear in the upper left corner of the screen. And one of those would be open doors, open unlocked doors. I don't know what all you guys see. If the door is unlocked and you have the key right beside the door, there you go. Jack figured it out. He clicked open doors or open unlocked doors, and it opened the door. So you guys can all move that key. It has to be next to the door you want to open.
Oh yeah, Jack
Kenny
saw
still
that
has
and he
no vision.
closed the doors.
And I want to make a change real quick.
May want to just turn vision. His token may have no vision at all.
Whose? Wait, is somebody still not able to see?
Kenny can't see.
Kenny, what is wrong with you? Are you looking in the Matrix again?
I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with me.
You have no vision, that's why. Do you have night vision as an Oni?
Low light vision.
Good enough for me. I am probably never going to distinguish between low light and thermographic. I may in certain situations, but most of the time, one or the other is fine.
Major also has a flashlight on her gun, so she can turn that on if it's actually dark.
Yeah, and I can make you into a flashlight token. So you close the door again,
Yes.
Hey guys,
Did you close the door? Yes, you did.
Guys, there's some drones out there. They got some big guns.
So before you finish that, I'm going to let you see. I'm going to open the door so you can see. Look, take another peek out there.
It's not open.
Oh, what? Open doors. There we go. Now you can see through the window at the far side.
What the heck are those things? I don't even know what they look like. They look like pods.
They are guards
Guards.
behind a security window.
Ooh.
We got like a shift Z on that token.
Sure.
That didn't
Oh,
help
that's
much.
actually
Okay.
smaller.
That's a helmet. It's a helmet. They're big, scary guards. They're intimidating. You are
This is where we're
afraid.
supposed to be, right? Or did we go like a different direction?
I mean, you're not supposed to be anywhere near here, you criminals.
But like all the workers are coming down this way, right?
Yes.
All right, so Jack's just gonna walk forward. Hey, yo, what's up? This is a window?
That is a window, and there's a door on either side.
All right, let's go this way. Let's go through this door. I don't see a key, so they must have to open it for me. I like wave at the guys through the window.
Well, that's not how the key works. The key is something you have to move.
Oh. We do like that, and we open another unlocked door.
If it's unlocked.
All right.
Oh, what's that? It's not unlocked.
Okay. Is there is it like a keypad?
It's another maglock. Looks like the one in the elevator.
Oh well, get that arrow card up here and swipe it.
Randall, can you let us in, please?
It's freaking unbelievable. And Randall will try to.
Does Andrigger have night vision?
She does not.
Randall will try his the card he has.
It works. Give me a second. I'm just fixing tokens so we don't have to deal with this again. And what was the other one I fixed? Who was the other one I fixed? Kenichi? I like the background on your token. Alright, Ken and an Android Digger are... I thought it was Andrigger. Whatever.
It should be Andriga, yeah. So, that was the original name for the token, so I guess you just haven't updated. I must have, yeah, that's right, when I created it, I put it in, so if you want to just edit the token so it says Andriga rather than Andriga.
Yeah, I mean, I feel Lucas coming at us with some cease and desist notifications. We have to get that droid off there.
Right.
Do we see any visible markings on any of the doors?
Actually, I can change it, it's all good.
I actually just... It's Andrigger, right? I did it.
Perfect, thank you.
Come on, Andy, catch up.
Okay, so, yeah, you see a hallway with doors every several meters, and you also see what look like blast doors.
Glass doors?
Blast doors, like big heavy doors that look like in case of an emergency they would slam shut to compartmentalize things.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be amazing.
What are you doing?
It's a me, Mario. Bloop.
God.
Right?
I really
Right?
got superpowers.
That's a pipe. Oh, I just fell into the next room. Oh my gosh.
New.
Well, that's
Hey,
what
what are you
pipes do, right?
doing?
I'm
Could we
sorry.
are the windows like? Is there any windows or anything so we can see at least from beyond the doors what's behind them?
There are not. There are cameras everywhere.
Oh, there's some guys in here. Hey guys.
Yes, there's a guard and a staff member watching TV. And you need to give me some sort of a check and tell me how you're going to convince them that you belong here.
Hey guys, what you watching? Hey, you check the latest Seattle sprawl teams?
No, we're watching. What's his name? The barbarian guy.
Neil the Barbarian.
Yes, Neil the barbarian.
Actually, as he comes in, I'll stay by the door, and I'll use con to be like, "Hey, we ain't painted. I ain't painted just to stand there and gawk. Get your ass out, or I get your bum out of here."
All right, Randall.
Who the hell are you?
Who is saying who the heck are you two?
The guard said that to you, and why did my character sheet just open up tiny? It's all Ski's fault.
That wasn't me.
I'm still blaming you.
Okay.
You need to give me your con.
Sure.
I made a con roll.
Okay. All right. So that con. Okay.
And you are lucky that his perception just barely matched your disguise.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
gonna tell those guys. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. The Seattle Screamers are the best. You should be watching them. Go Screamers.
You know, there's a new button that needs to be added to the NPC sheet. Judge intentions.
Judge attention. Sure. Yeah. I'll come in and says, keep watching the show. The boss man here. I'm making sure this one ain't slagging around, and then I'll do con.
Well, what was Shadowjack's con?
Shadowjack did amazing.
But what was it? What was that for?
That was just for pretending like I just, those guys that just come in and they're just like they instantly fit in with conversation and panache.
Fortunately for you, they believe that you are Randall, even though you rolled terrible on that con roll.
Gosh, do they have bad luck? Because that's actually so close to a glitch.
If they had bad luck, the 2 would have been a glitch. It would have shown up red.
Hey, I'll give them. I'll spend 2 edge to drop that 2 to a 1.
Why would you do that?
Because that's gonna glitch them. I want something good out of this.
I mean, okay. So you're using 2 edge to fudge that die?
Yeah, I'm a.
Actually, I don't think you can affect glitches with edge.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you can cause glitches by using that subtract 1.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've never done it, but
I've seen it done on a couple streams.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's not often that you have a chance to create a glitch from a not glitch. So sure, okay. So you, because you did so well making him believe that you belonged here, you've made him doubt his own self, and now he's convinced that he's not actually supposed to be off shift. So he's going to get up and head to the guard station. Sorry, Mr. Nami, sir. I'm headed over that way.
Yeah, and
And the other staff's like, Bob, you're not working yet. And Bob is just happily going down the hall.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Bob, like if I ever get up into security, put in a good word for me, buddy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. And he keys his way through the door, and you hear exclamations of, "What are you doing here, Bob?" So you know that door at the end of the hall here is security.
Continue walking. Actually, I will send a message to. Is Andriger or or Kenny, our techno.
Kenichi is.
Kenny's
the
the
techno.
techno.
Kenichi. Roy, do you think maybe you can start looking at the cameras, figure out where the bloody hell we going, or else we're just going to be opening every single door like a couple of Muppets?
Yep. So Kenny's gonna look and see what he actually sees now that they're down here.
All right, so every surface in here. Actually, let me figure out where you are. Every surface on this side is fine for you. So you see various electronics devices. It looks like just about every office has a comm pad or some sort of a access to a host. There seems to be heavy electronic equipment south of pills, like monitoring equipment. And you detect that there's some comm links. Looks like 7 or 8 of them in this wing that are actually active and that you can see.
Is there a host that I wasn't seeing before?
There are hosts. Let me look at what you. There is a host.
That's what I would assume. So let's see.
And this host has a distinctly stepped pyramid theme to it. It gives you a Mayan or an Aztec feel.
Oh no. Don't tell me we're going up against technology.
Give me a matrix perception roll.
Of course we are. They're trying to take over the world.
This is gonna be fun.
I mean, it couldn't be as technology because Ghostwalker chased them out of Denver, right?
Of course he did.
And
I missed
should
the stuffer
probably-
stack.
Oh, they let Stuffer Shack stay.
Hey, May just got some gnats, right? You think we can get some in some of these rooms as well to see if we can?
I thought Stuffer Shack was considered as technology extraterritoriality.
I think they are, but the people would riot if Stuffer Shack was kicked out.
That's fair.
So you can assume that the normal Black Ops that act out of Stuffer Shack may be a little bit quieter than normal if they're actually active. You detect that, not a whole lot because I can't find my handout right now, but you detect that this host is a rating 5 host.
All right. Is there a limit to how many times I can probe? I forget.
If you run out of dice, because it's an extended test, so every roll is minus 1 die.
But it's a minute, so we need a place to lay low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you would want to do that in VR to have full advantage, and when you go VR, you collapse. So, they might call Dockwagon to help you if you do that in the hallway.
They're not gonna call Dockwagon for a janitor or whatever the heck I am.
No, they'll just throw you in a closet. Also, there's cameras in the hallway as well, so just be aware of that.
Okay, if you share that, so there's monitoring information, monitoring station in here. There's south.
Seems to be.
Okay. Well, that pills. Well, was there any comm links in here?
Yes.
I'll inform Pills of the number of comm links I saw over there.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? We gotta see. Pills will try his key card. See if that'll get in.
Is that door locked?
I guess I could try to open an unlocked door. Would that be?
Yep.
Nothing happened.
It may be locked. I can't see dynamic lighting unless I go to that layer. Yep, that one's locked. So your key card will work.
Okay.
Actually, no, it will not.
Oh, it won't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It basically got you into the main door here, but that's it. You can keep trying it. It may get you in other doors, but this one it does not.
Okay.
There is a mag lock on the door. It looks to be a key code type.
All right. Pills will say, is there a room that doesn't have anything in this hallway other than where we just left? From the comm links presence and whatnot.
But just about every room had devices. Comm links, you seem to have empty rooms here, 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 and back here.
All right, let's. Is the door here? Does that one look unlocked?
I don't know. Are you gonna try it?
Does it have a pad?
Yeah, they're all keypad locks.
All right, let's try and open this one. Nope, it doesn't open.
Is there a camera that Pills can try to use his sequencer? It's a mag lock, or is there any keypad mag locks?
Yeah, that's what these are. The ones with the numeric. That's what the sequencer counters.
Okay.
So,
However, keep in mind everything in here has got a camera looking at it.
Yeah, that's the only issue. Yeah.
If only
How
you had
many
a hacker.
cameras
would see this door.
Assume, unless I say otherwise, that one.
All right. So I could probably make it appear as though we're swiping a key card or punching in a legitimate number, right?
That would require a test, yes.
I kind of feel like you can just touch the lock and be like, "Open sesame," and puppeteer it to open.
You could also
That's
do
a
that.
thing, yes.
Like here. Oh, hey, here's the key card. Go open the door.
All right. Kenny will come swipe his key card. So that's a control device. Let's see. Wait, I am specialized.
So basically, if you tie or beat, then it's successful.
Yeah, so he comes up and is like, boop, let's open up. And
Ta-da!
oh man, a little tired.
Oh.
All right, this is more like it. There's no couches, but
Okay, so I'm going to give you a brief description of what this room is. This room looks like so south of you, Jack, is a glass wall with a door in the middle. That's why you can see through it. And on the other side, that's like a laboratory table. It looks like it's something a room they would do experiments in, laboratory experiments. To the right of the room, the east side, those 4 doors are cells, and there actually are people in those cells. 2 people in 2 of the cells. They are bedraggled people.
So we can close the door.
Yeah, you can close the door. I'll just say it's closed.
Okay. Is there anything here that could connect to the? Is this like a device?
Yes, that's like okay, so here's the failing of my brain and how this whole world works. That is an AR output, but I used a pad as the art on the map.
Okay.
Who uses monitors when we have virtual reality AR screens, right? But so if you see on any of my maps, it looks like a screen. It's probably an AR output, but that means there's something to project that somehow, right?
Sure. Well, either way, it looks like it's a relatively safe spot for right now to get you to work.
There is a camera in the experiment room pointing at that, in the corner where I was pointing towards the room. It'll be like that if you find any other rooms like that.
Is there a corner of the room where he could, like, sit down without being in camera view?
One of the cells.
Seriously, they don't have cameras on the cells?
They have cameras on the cells, but the ones that are empty don't have a camera on. It's not on. The red light is not on.
But are the unoccupied cells locked?
Yes.
And wouldn't it look suspicious if he walked into a cell?
Maybe.
Yes,
Do you want to try?
This might be a situation where I could just nullify the camera feed.
Well, what I was saying was the camera feed was in the corner there facing southwest. To look at the room south of you guys, not the room that you're in.
Okay, so we're okay.
Yeah, you're
Right,
you're
here's fine.
relatively unnoticed here unless somebody comes in.
Okay. The bedraggled the prisoners, are they? Do they make a noise or anything when we enter?
I'm sorry, say that again. I was responding to the fact that the SRM lead just informed us that the add 1 to a die roll for 2 edge can't affect a glitch by making it a glitch. Because it specifically adds 1 to a die roll.
Well, he needs to talk to Tom.
Well, you know.
That's probably addition bleed.
Or homebrew. It is a valid point, because raw, yeah, it makes sense. But I don't care. It happened.
Doesn't a glitch happen whether you get successes or not if you roll more than 50% ones? And it's a crit glitch if you roll no successes and
Correct.
50% ones?
Right, but what he did was he bumped a 2, which was not a 1, down to a 1, which raw isn't how that works. You can raise a die by 1. You're not really, by raw, supposed to push 1 down by 1.
Yeah, Aaron, you go talk to Tom. He's the one I saw do that.
Oh, there you go, telling Dad.
Because I remember looking at the dice roll and I saw 5 out of 9 being 1s. Did you manually drop them then, or?
The one before, well, it would have been a glitch, I think. I'm not too worried about it. It might have been. No, because it didn't detect it as a glitch, so you may have miscounted.
No, it was just 4. It was 4 out
Yeah,
of
it was
8.
4 out of 8. So it has to be greater than half, not half or greater.
Gotcha.
I trust my sheet. It's usually not broken.
Choose. My last roll, which dice did I not have?
What do you mean?
I forgot to add the -1 for the extended test.
The last die, which was a 2. I always dropped the 1 off the back, so you didn't lose any hits. So you rolled 5 to probe. You've done 2 probes, so 2, and these are against firewall, and you're going against wow. I really should add some buttons here. So the first one you got 0 hits.
Why did all reverence messages get deleted by a moderator?
Who's a moderator?
Not me.
Stream Elements timed him out. What? I'll have to fix that. I'm sorry, Aaron. Stream Elements must have thought he was spamming or something. So your first attempt with the 2 hits had 0 successes against its firewall.
Uh-huh.
And your second one had 1 success. Did you do the -1? You did not. Oh, but we established, okay. But you did the -2 on the next one, so we'll do one more time. And because the roller's not telling it, I will tell you that you're rolling against 16 dice.
I moused over and saw that, and I was like, oh crap.
So at this point, you have 1.
I'm gonna try it one more time, but it probably won't go anywhere.
Keep in mind, every hit the hostile side gets is OS score for you.
Oh yeah.
Which we are absolutely keeping track of.
You'd better not be, because he doesn't have baby monitor. But I just remembered I need to be.
Love baby monitor.
Oh, wow. So 2 hits. Would you like to use some edge? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think you're done.
Yeah, I'm done. Was I building edge for each one of those probe attempts?
I'm sorry?
Was I
No,
getting
on
edge?
any. I don't know the rules for sure, but I have always ruled it that the first roll on an extended test gets that edge bonus for the logic, but the others do not. Because it is still one test. Why did Stream
Alright.
Elements mute him? I don't like that, and I don't know how to undo it.
So I'm going to. Let's see, my crack sprite's going to give me the help action on my backdoor entry. So I just roll rating for that? Let me pull my sheet up. I have a sheet for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just discovered why he was He was silenced by the bot. Now I have to figure out how. He put more glitches for the glitch god in caps, and the bot does not like caps. Apparently, I love it.
What? Um. So with my crack sprite, they're going to take the action and then add their dice to mine. Is that how that works?
If you're having them help you, yes.
Are they rolling against 16 dice? Or and then net hits are added, or it's just their hits are added to mine?
Well, so you're doing backdoor entry, which now has a different defender side of the dice pool.
Right. I was just trying to remember with the help if they roll and then add their hits to mine, or if they roll and then add net hits to mine.
They roll, and then their net hits get added to your dice pool.
Ugh. Probably not even worth doing then, because what is 6 dice going to do against this thing?
Well, go ahead and do a test roll to see or hover over the button to see what the defense pool is. But it's probably not going to be less than you were already going against, because why would they do that?
Right, yeah.
And Shadowjack, you are correct. The NPC sheets have not gotten all the love that the PC sheets have gotten from the scummy programmer, because the programmer likes the PCs better than the NPCs.
No, he likes the NPCs better, so he can just ignore when they get glitches.
And thank you for the follow, Faradon. You just missed us kicking Reverend Zero out for nothing, because Stream Elements doesn't like him.
Who's he? He's nobody important.
Yeah, he's nobody important.
Where's that at? Where's Edge at?
And this is how you take a simple 2-hour mission and turn it into like 3 or 4 sessions.
Yeah, you do decking crap.
Alright. How
Did
much
you roll your
energy
dice?
does it take to get exploding dice?
You use 5 edge, and that lets you add your edge attribute and explode.
Alright. Well, that's what I'm going to do for this, because having it do the help action isn't going to do anything for me. So turn edge on.
And that will make it explode and add your dice already, so you don't have to add a modifier.
Alright, cool. And I had 1 net hit from probing.
I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah. So you're adding the +1 for your probe. Yes.
Oh wait, I am specialized in this. Well, that's a 21 dice pool.
You got slightly less than average number of hits.
It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, I have a sheet I can roll this from. Nine hits.
You just want to make our Technomancer cry, don't you?
Yes, that's exactly what's
It's
going on.
not me, it's roll 20.
Yeah, 9 out of 16. I got 6
And,
out of
and a
21.
rating 5 host is not to be scoffed at.
Yeah, so at this point, I've only have 2 edge left. I can't do anything to that.
You know what? I'll let you do retroactively if you'd like. You could have used that super edge to roll 3 more dice.
That's what I'll do.
I mean, you're going to have to get 3 hits to actually succeed.
Yeah.
Can he
Your
use
probability of doing that is pretty low.
Yeah.
was the super edge just to get 3 more dice to roll, or is it just 3 more edge?
No, it's 3 more dice
Yeah.
for 1 roll.
Yeah, you're right. That's not. I would
Have you
have to
tried
get.
logging off and logging on again? At least it'll reset your OS score.
Yeah. I don't think that the Technomancer's going to be getting logged in at this point. And I don't want to take up more of the session time, but crap. I'm going to have to rebuild as a legitimate decker, aren't I?
It is just
fine.
oh.
It's fine. You just got to realize that. I mean, you have boosted your Well, actually, yeah. In 6E, the whole attack and sleaze is kind of pointless, isn't it?
Oh, hey.
I mean, what does attack rating and sleaze rating actually do for you?
Those are for the actual Matrix combat, not the hacking.
Gotcha.
That's like trying to brick things, and you can't brick hosts, which I didn't know when I first started playing Shadowrun. I was like, oh, I'm going to reboot the host. You can't do that, apparently.
Wait, you can't reformat the host?
Nope. They are not a computer. They are a... I don't even know how to explain it because it still doesn't quite parse in my brain. They are a concept in the Matrix. They're not a physical device.
It's like
Yes, like Reverend said, hosts are basically the essence from Technomancer brains.
Yeah, though they're the actual. The hosts are run on the actual Technomancer brains.
Sort of.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They're running the foundation, which was built off of the essence of Technomancers, is my understanding. Technomancer brains in a blender, yes.
So I honestly don't think against the dice pool this host has that I'm going to be able to get in and do anything. It's going to be a losing battle trying to keep my dice pool high enough or burn edge or whatever to do anything on
So,
this host.
something I've been told in the past is there's always the option of trying to just brute force your way in and basically make a run for it in hope that they don't down you before you get what you want. I don't recommend it against 16 dice of Firewall.
And I also wouldn't recommend that this early into the run when we don't even know what we're up against. On the other hand, we have living test subjects that might have a clue of what's going on here.
Yep.
You could also try to gain access to the login information of someone who has legitimate access to the server.
In the sixth world, I don't think that's really a thing either. Finding the login and password on a sticky note stuck to the monitor, I don't think that's a thing.
Or we could hack someone's
no,
comlink.
I meant hacking someone's comlink.
Ah, okay.
That could work too. Like, yeah, if attacking the host right now, if trying to get out there's not working, since we have privacy, probably the best bet would be.
For the time being, I mean.
I'm assuming all the doors, etc., are effectively hermetically sealed, or at least, tight enough that even a gnat wouldn't be able to fit in, right?
Ask that question again?
My gnats, they're tiny little things. I assume the doors don't have any gaps or anything that I can slip a gnat in.
Give me... are you just using your eyes to try and find a way? The doors themselves are pretty tight.
I mean, they got to get air into this facility.
Exactly. You are underground. There has to be some sort of airflow. Now, is it more than a gnat can handle? Can you find it? These are things we need to know.
I mean, can I feel any airflow around here?
Yeah, when you open the door.
I think
Like
this
in
is an
this-
excellent opportunity for us to take a teamwork test.
Oh, a team. Or two.
Teamwork. Let's do this together, guys. Okay, you look over there. You look over there. I'm gonna look right here. Okay.
No, teams are overrated. Stop that.
Yeah, we're gonna look. We're gonna look. I got perception with 3 dice. Ooh, I got 1 hit. Who wants my 1 hit?
Who is leading your test? Who is telling everybody else where to look?
I only have perception 1.
2.
Well, Pills has a perception of 3.
Hey, Pills is it, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Bills gets all of my dice. He can have like a total of 6.
Well, let's finish this, and then we're going to take a brief break because we're halfway through our session.
What? We've done nothing. We've like walked in the door and
It's not my fault somebody tried to deck. No, it's not your fault, Jenny.
he tried to tech.
Yes, he
Saying
TM'd.
that term. There's a
Decker would have taken twice as long with the same results.
but he would have gotten in. Come on.
A
We know.
Decker might have actually gotten in. A Decker could hang in the 16 dice pool.
I don't know. They'd have to be very concentrated.
I think there's a chance a Decker might not have gotten in. However, if you're trying to create a backdoor, you can generate a lot of OS building the backdoor. Then, no, because when you reset your device, the backdoor goes away. So
Yep.
I don't know.
I thought you could get away with getting the back door and then resetting the device to lose the OS, but I was informed otherwise.
Yeah, no, because
This is where I think some of these adventures are designed with the 5e paradigm in mind, because a level 5 host is pretty rough, and this is the beginning of the book.
Yeah, that's like $1 billion, close to $1 billion device.
The Ass Technology's got enough to throw around.
So let's get those other perception rolls.
Okay. I could take 2 more.
It's not visual, is it?
Yeah, you're looking around for vents and stuff. I would let you do visual. I'd let you do audio.
2 right. All right. Okay.
So that's you between Shadowjack and Andrigger. You have your maximum of your skill level.
All right. Our Pills is gonna.
I love this, guys. Here we are working as a team.
Look at that.
Work as a team, fail as a team. There's definitely vents. You just haven't figured out where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Maybe you can think about that while we take a brief 10-minute break.
Yeah, I was thinking the only. Go ahead. Sorry.
I love the fact that my my total perception is the same as your +3 perception.
That's how the dice are. The dice are fickle. I'm going to leave.
I got 9.
I'm going to leave volume on for the stream. So if you want to interact with the stream or whatever for the 10 minutes, that's great. I will be back momentarily. And
It's giving me +3 to sight.
for those that are watching, stay tuned and we'll see how horrible this really goes. Or how great the dice could turn around.
Silence. I'll grab some food too.
voice is wild. I do not understand. Oh yeah. Oh well, we're on a brief break. We'll be back in. Well, we should be back by 8 minutes from now. I should probably get some Girl from Ipanema music for the BRB screen. Back to work. Shouldn't you be getting ready for sleep? Nah, it's only 6 o'clock for you, isn't it? Ah. I think it's going to be a. I just realized when this goes to video on demand to YouTube, I'm going to be talking to nothing because the chat doesn't get recorded. But I'm thinking that the first few missions of this book are going to be rough while I figure out the strengths and weaknesses of the team, so that I can balance things better. Because like we have a Technomancer, we don't have a Decker at all, and rating 5 host, I really don't think, unless he got really lucky, there's any way he gets into that. Yeah, and because I'm relatively new to dealing with this team, I don't know what to expect. I mean, like I run Shadowrun mission stuff, and it's balanced expecting a slightly weaker team. So, and I'm sure these books are expecting, experienced runners and all. Ah, that's a good point. We could have recommended that. Let me see if he has that. Does our Techno have diffusion? No, he has infusion. I've told them that they'll have a chance to mulligan after this mission, so maybe he'll rethink that. He did, however, take a high priority, so he starts out with quite a few complex forms, so that's good. Well, we didn't do priority. We did life path.
Life path. Everyone except me.
And if we can get him to part with it, the player for Kenichi actually made a nice Google spreadsheet for calculating life path stuff. Maybe I can, if that becomes. I was saying that you made that spreadsheet for the life path stuff, and I don't know if you're aware, but Reverend Zero is somebody in the SRM community. So I'm thinking maybe if you're willing to part with that, maybe we can get that linked in the SRMO Discord so other people could make use of it.
Do they allow life paths in SRM now?
Well, that's what I was going to say. If they become legal, we don't have the document for Sixth World Companion yet.
Okay.
I didn't want to dox you there, Reverend. I was just saying you were somebody. You could have been the head guy's secretary for all anybody knows.
Yeah, I'd already thought about that if it goes legal in SRM. I specifically made my document so that it's not like copyright infringing. You still have to have all the books, but it helps you sort out how to do the life path, so I was planning on sharing that publicly.
So we got about 3 minutes left. Hopefully everybody gets back in time. I don't know if you heard us, Baron, but we were saying that Reverend was pointing out that if you got diffusion firewall, that could be very helpful.
Ah.
Because for every point of firewall you knock out, that's 2 fewer dice they're throwing.
Yeah, I looked at the diffusion and the infusion, and because of my lack of experience, I wasn't quite sure how to apply them. But that makes sense now that I've seen it firsthand of the firewall completely destroying me.
And also, once, again, you weren't here, I don't think. I was saying, after the first mission or two, I'll have more of a better idea of what the team is capable of, and I can balance things better. Because I imagine these books they try to go for a happy medium that's not too easy for too many people. And, most established teams would be coming into this. They wouldn't be brand new guys. Brand new players, rather.
Oh, so they might actually be able to handle a rating 5 firewall off the bat?
Well, I mean, so that's the fun thing with Shadowrun. Well, fun for some, not so much fun for others. Is you can go anywhere from a really cool concept character that throws maybe 8 to 10 dice to a munchkin monster that can throw 16 to 20 dice from the start. And it really depends on what's fun for you. There's no right or wrong to it as long as you're playing by your house's rules, right?
Right.
So if they make the adventures or missions rather, so that the concept guys don't get rolled over, then the munchkin monsters have no challenge and find it boring. And that's where my job comes in, and I'm relatively new, especially with homebrew stuff, of balancing things to be a better fit. But we've got 35 chapters for me to figure it out.
And I think we'd kind of figured out that using the life path makes it not impossible, but a little less likely to end up throwing 16 to 20 dice.
And Reverend just said a lot of times they go by the old 5th edition standard of rating 5 for everything, because that was like a little bit above average, I think. I don't know much, but I think that was like the strong end of average for 5e.
We're gonna have to talk to those proofreaders. I need to have a chat.
Well, I still don't think it's necessarily bad design. I think it's just that you have to design so that the Mega Munchkins have a challenge, or they're not going to be interested. SRM, it's easier because we kind of know what we're getting into. Yeah, you're right. Rating 5 is really hard in 6e, and I've seen some 7s, and that would be virtually impossible for most, especially if they put their points in Firewall. So is everybody here? If you're here, please say something in Roll20 chat for me. And I'll put up Ken's sheet so he can use it himself.
I only have one hand, so I'm holding my puppy with the other.
I'm glad you elaborated. So we've got everybody but Mr. Pills. Mr. Pills is still looking for those air vents.
Might take a while with that one.
Yeah.
So all of our guys can see me in the Discord now.
So say again?
I said our guys can see Puppy in the Discord now.
Oh, did you put it on the screen? Oh, yeah, you did. That's a dog. Not as cute as mine, but mine's not on camera. So we're back on the run. So what are we going to do here?
Don't listen to him, Penny. You're the cutest.
You are the cutest dog named Penny that Ski is holding. So what is our plan here? You have not acknowledged the scruffy people that are in 2 of the cells either.
Yeah, and Baron did point that out of character too. I feel like we have people that like to talk to people, and there's definitely people that should be talked to here.
Jack and Pills will step up, I guess.
The Pills is still looking for air vents. So, what are you going to do? I mean, these people are pretty bedraggled, I think is the term I used. They have seen much better days. So I should probably turn my volume down. That's good to know. I have theirs turned up quite a bit. Mine's down now more. What do you got for us, Jack?
I'm just trying to finish my snack, but I guess I would just put it to the side now and focus on these bedraggled individuals in there. We would like to talk to you and find out what you know.
What do you mean? You work here just like the other people that have been testing on us.
Well, no, that's not quite the case. We're here looking for information, and then we're just gonna take off.
Can you let us go too?
I don't know. What's your life like?
Well, we're in here being experimented on and we'll probably never be let free.
I mean, what was it like before that?
Better than in here.
I mean, can you quantitatively say that? Like, were you living
I
in a
definitely can.
This is a nice place.
I had a pretty nice squat, and the meals were better than the gruel they give us here.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I mean,
It's pretty bad. And then there's the torture, and then fingernail removal, and the pins and the needles.
but you don't have to like fight other bedraggled people to get your stuff. Beside the point. I guess if you give me some information, we can think about letting you guys go.
I don't know a whole lot. I'm the victim here.
Perhaps you could give a little bit more detail on what specifically they were doing to you?
Yeah, you gotta give us something, man.
They're just like torturing us and taking readings. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not a hermeticist either. That may not be the right term. This is the DM saying that. Hermeticist being a hermetic mage. It's the right term here.
Hermitage. No, thaumaturge. That's it.
Right.
But so you don't have any idea of what they're doing down here?
No, I mean, like I said, they're doing experiments on us, but it's not obvious to me what they're doing to it, doing it for, what they're trying to find out. It is currently on, I guess, because it's lit. Nothing you can make heads or tails of. There's a little bit of data there you might be able to, copy and give it to somebody that could do something with.
We'll certainly copy the data, but it's nothing that a layperson could make any sense out of.
Let me look at your knowledge skills. Or just tell me your knowledge skills.
Let's see, mostly matrix and resonance stuff. Tech companies, matrix host design, hacker groups.
Yeah, nothing that fits into those, even adjacent to those, for you.
I mean, you don't have evil air torturing subjects? Come on, that's like a must-have knowledge skill, buddy.
I concur as the GM.
Technically, Pills has espionage techniques, and I guess they could go into enhanced interrogation.
Kai, are you still with us?
I am indeed.
I am surprised. I am so sorry that you decided to stay outside.
It's fine. I'm enjoying it, listening in.
I would like you to give me a stealth roll, please. You rolled too high. I can't give you any action for that. Sure you don't want to just shoot a random guard for no reason?
You know, I'm gonna pass on that.
I promise to only give you all of the heat.
However, that stealth roll does let me generate an edge, so I'm
Yes, it
happy
does.
with that.
I mean, later when I try and brute force this host, you might have to shoot a random guard just so that we can pull the heat up top.
I mean, the moment I get word on my radio that I can start shooting, Kai will shoot all the guards.
Funny thing about that, with the matrix dampening effects of the walls here.
Oh, yeah.
Will you even talk to Kai?
Oh, I know that as a player. Kai hasn't thought about that.
So, in case nobody's looking at Roll20 chat, do we not have any astral people here?
Yeah, I could astral.
Did you think about trying to perceive astrally?
Spirit right in front of us, done.
Alright, I'll perceive astrally.
What
What could possibly go wrong?
the two people that are in the cages are awakened. They have a very weak astral signature right now, but give me the sensing roll.
It's astral for a sensing, right?
Yeah, it's just astral perception roll, basically.
Astral intuition, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have it boosted? I will boost you if not.
too late.
It's fine for us, probably enough, right?
Yeah, force fine. There's a table for it that I'm going to look at, but I'm pretty sure 4 tells you everything you need to know. These people have gone through the ringer. They're very weak. They are lower magic rating than you.
Less than 3 magic? Ooh.
Yeah, they're like less than that. Also, all the walls in here are warded. And with a 4, just because I don't want to look at the table right now, I'm going to tell you that you know that it is I'm going to say rating 8, power 8 ward? No, it's rating 6 ward.
So the astral barrier is 6, yeah, okay, cool.
And each wall is its own barrier.
I'll relay all that to the party.
Wait, what? Like, all right, so it's heavy duty around here then. No joke. Kenichi, what's the status on trying to find a comlink?
Oh, we need to find a comlink around here? Are you
yeah.
wanting me to try and find a comlink to hack?
I don't know. Didn't you say that you, or actually, rephrase that because I don't. Did you tell the party that you couldn't get into the host? I'm sorry.
Yes, I
think
did.
Okay. Then oh wait, why don't you find a comlink then and steal the password or something? I don't know.
So the room to the west of you rather, seemed to have more electronics in it than the other rooms.
Yeah.
You still have to go through the firewall even if you manage to do a direct connection, don't you?
Alright, Jack's gonna go check out the room to the west.
Okay, it's locked, of course, still.
Perception to see if I hear anything.
These are pretty thick walls. You'd have to roll pretty high, but you're welcome to try.
Sure, I'll try it.
You know, we were talking about motorcycles earlier. I'm hearing them racing down the highway, which is about a quarter mile away from my house.
Fun.
Let's see here.
That one will not let you hear anything. Ken is, what are you doing?
I figured.
Opening the door.
Ah, yes. And I think I rolled, what did I roll last time? 6?
God.
Dose resists. That was enough. You took more damage. I like it.
School is going
Yeah, it's fair.
The Technomancer is killing himself.
Opening doors.
The door is open? I guess I should open it, huh?
Kenny's not going in first.
And you, Jack, as the door opens, you see somebody slumped in a chair behind the desk. You should probably, at this point, everybody should select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
And may your rolls be high.
Can I use my super edge on this?
For an initiative roll? You're not going to add 3 dice to that.
Ah.
I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Oh, Kai, because Kai's outside, right?
Yeah, I assumed you didn't want me to roll initiative until something got Kai's attention and there was a reasonable reason for Kai to start shooting.
I would say since you're watching, you probably should, and this way, if an alarm is sounded or something, you will be in the initiative order already. So yeah, go ahead and do that. You're on a different map, of course, so.
Yep.
Obviously, Major is programmed to shoot back at anyone who's shooting at us, but she's not going to do anything else unless it's a minor action if it's one drone, right? And it's a major action if it's multiple, if memory serves, right?
No. It's a minor action for each drone of a type, and then an additional minor action for a different drone.
Okay.
Or a different instruction. So if you're telling all the drones to attack, that's a minor action. If you're telling all of, you know.
For each command you're giving is a minor.
Gotcha. Well, it's one drone anyway. But
Right.
My point being, she's faster on the initiative than me, and I'm just telling you what she's already pre-programmed with, just as a reminder.
Excellent. Okay, it is her turn.
Nothing's happened, so can she
Excellent.
delay?
She is just gonna do her thing. Pills.
All right. Hill's gonna just kind of walk in like he he's the boss. How much we can move? 10,
10 meters. So 10 squares. Each square is 1 meter. And I am going with the assumption that the rules just aren't clear and you're able to break up your movement. Because to me, it doesn't make any sense to only be able to move 10 meters once and then no other time. So you could go 3 meters and then not move anymore. That makes no sense to me. So in this game, you can move and do things.
I'm assuming at this point, since we're initiative, this person's hacking.
They are slumped over as if you've seen it before in VR or Astral. They're techie, so you're guessing VR.
Pills kind of wants to do a dump shock, trigger a dump shock on this person.
So how are you going to do that? They're not physically jacked in.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna look at. Do I see any? Yeah, I guess that's like the only thing I could think of is. Well, the only the default I was gonna do was just kind of grab, kind of pull them off the chair and sort of put them in like kind of headlock, cover their mouth.
So are you going to attack them?
That? Yes. There's something over. Okay. Is there? I'm assuming there's cameras in here, right?
There's cameras in every room. And since they're probably a security spider, because that's their name, they're probably concentrating on that camera occasionally. You basically are going to have very little time before they're able to react, because they're in VR.
Yeah, then, yeah, I'm gonna attack by, because I have my collapsible crossbow, but I kind of because I do have close. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. I'm going to try to put them, restrain them, grapple them. I guess I'm doing D&D, mixing a little D&D terminology with this, but trying to approach and
funny thing, I haven't read the grappling rules for SR. I do know they exist.
yeah,
It's an unarmed attack, I'm pretty sure, is the start.
I figured I'll just do an unarmed attack and then just
Oh, the combat music started.
and then if I can take, I don't know how to trigger Tump Shock, but I'm just gonna grab him and pull him from the chair and.
So go ahead and give us that unarmed attack if you're going to do that then.
Yeah. Right, ready. 1, 2. Oh, modifiers. No modifiers.
So 3 hits. I guess they get a defense roll. Quick, someone tell me how unarmed attacks or grappling work.
I think it's initiate the grapple, and then you pull them down, and then I think it's like I can either do I do another check when I'm using strength and unarmed or close instead. Hold on, let me look it up.
I'm control F'ing it, but I keep finding grapple gun. I thought grapple would be something you wouldn't find all over the place in the book.
You expect pills as I looking up rules in the middle of a headlock. You're daft. All right.
Grapple. A physical attack can involve trying to bring an opponent to the ground. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's an unarmed, close combat plus agility test. Instead of making the net hits into damage, the attacker rolls strength plus net hits versus opponent's strength. So you need to roll your strength plus your 1 net hit versus the Incredible Hulk here.
All right. So, you know what? I'm so glad I. All right. So, do strength plus 1. Okay.
That's technically a crit glitch, isn't it? Rolling a nat 1 on a 1 die pool, right?
I don't think crit glitches happen on defense by rolls though, and I would consider this a defense test.
Oh God. Can I use some edge to re-roll some failures?
You may. You have not used any. What is your attack rating with unarmed?
Unarmed. Isn't it your strength? So it'd be 5, and then
I think it's like 2 plus your strength or something like that. If you could get 6, which you would get with a 5 strength, then you've got an edge there.
Yeah.
It's a nerd fight, yes.
Yeah.
It's a slap fight.
Yeah. All right. So I'll do 2 rerolls then with the edge. Actually, D6.
So the fun thing is, all attackers, including you, while they're grappled, can automatically get edge on the restrained defender. And the defender also experiences a -4 dice pool penalty on their defense tests.
Sweet.
However, any missed attack on the restrained individual may hit you. So fun stuff.
Jesus fucking Christ. Wow.
That language.
Sorry.
What was that for?
I did a critical glitch. I rolled 2 dice and I got 2 1s.
Right, but what was the 2 dice for?
It was to re-roll my missed rolls.
Oh, well, that doesn't count as a critical glitch because it was just rolling.
It does. It's just more.
Well, tie goes to the attacker. You are the attacker.
Yeah.
You had hits, so this is just figuring out how the grapple works. So you have grappled them, and unless you have another major or some minors you want to spend, is that your turn?
Let's see, because I think I have 3.
Later, Reverend.
Yeah, I think I can. I think I have, because I have wide reflexes too, so I think I have 4 minor actions.
Yeah, if you have wide reflexes too, you would. You did move, so that used a minor, so you can't cash it in.
That's fine. Then I guess.
EOT?
Yeah, and a turn.
All right, it is Jack's turn. Jack.
All right, so I had typed it in, but I wasn't sure if you missed it. If this spider was unaware of us coming in, it should have to roll a surprise test, which is reaction, intuition, and they need 3 successes to meet it, or they don't get to go this round.
Part of me wants to do that. Part of me thinks that if I was the spider, I would have some kind of an alarm on the door, to wake me up when the boss comes in, type thing. So, roll a d6. You want high. Over 3, and you get to do a surprise test.
Can I just use my super edge to?
No.
That's a good trade.
Just roll a d6. We'll leave it up to luck. Yep. Okay. So we'll do the surprise test, which is reaction and intuition, which is not a terrible dice pool. Got a 3.
Reroll 3.
Oh, you bastard. Got a 2. Damn it. Okay, so he does not get to go this round. He gets to be surprised. That is his action. Okay, so what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm out of edge now, but that was worth it.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna try and hurt myself. I'm gonna cast knockout with 2 amps.
Oh, goody. Maybe it'll backfire and knock you out. Wow. 1 hit?
Man, that sucks. And I got no edge. I'll make my willpower and test and gain an edge.
You did take 2 drain, though.
Oh, I'm taking a lot of drain. That's 6.
The drain is calculated in. You're taking 2.
2 drain. So, not too bad.
So they're rolling their defense against this, which is willpower and intuition. So that's indirect, right? No, direct. Direct combat.
Direct combat, yeah.
Holy crap!
There you go.
8 dice! Not gonna be knocked out.
A lot of 5s. Okay, well, I have minor actions to convert, and I'm going to do that again.
Oh, goody. Kenny, you thought the host was tough. This spider. Oh, ouch.
There we go.
Yeah, now, let's see if it knocks you over. I'm cheating by being the GM. Roll20 loves the GM. We all know it's true.
Roll my drain.
Ouch.
2, so that gives me 4. Ow.
Ow. But he did take 5. Is there any extra in that? You amped up by 2, so that's another 2, so 7. And it's not resisted, so you did 7 stun, correct?
Yeah. I'm looking at my second roll. It didn't take my... Oh, wait, I didn't have wounds until after the second one. Never mind.
Correct. You only had 2.
Yeah, that's it for Jack.
Okay, Security Spider is going to be surprised. Kai, so far it's quiet. Crickets. Would you like to do anything?
Continue to just examine the building and think about which targets she would shoot first if there was a fight.
I feel really bad that you're sitting out there doing nothing.
It's fine. I'm actually really enjoying this.
I did not want to take your player control away and say, no, you really should go inside.
I mean, I think it makes more sense for Kai to wait outside.
Yeah, and there's 35 missions. They're not all going to be infiltration.
Yeah.
Andriger.
I only have Blast as my combat spell. It's a 2-meter radius sphere. Can I put it in the corner so that it's not going to hit my allies?
Yeah, because it won't penetrate the wall. But whoever made those barriers may think they're under attack, yeah?
What do you mean?
The wards?
Oh. So even though it's a direct spell that basically shapes the air to make a big bang.
But it's a radius. That's what I'm saying. What type? Is it a physical or a mana spell?
It's a physical.
Oh, then yes, fine. Mana would attack the barriers because these are mana barriers. So yeah, you can put it in the corner and only hit the spider.
I'll try amping it up by 1. I mean, is there a reverse area effect? I guess not. Otherwise, there wouldn't be single target ones, right?
Pretty much. Remember, you can add those 3 dice with that super edge. By the way, we had 7 viewers at one point. That's pretty good.
Awesome.
And just as quickly, we ran them away.
Right?
I believe the rule is it's half my magic, which is 2 plus net hits plus amp. But it is resisted with body, right?
Yes. So you have 3 hits, and they're going to do, this is indirect?
It's indirect.
And they got 3, so it's a wash. So half of your magic, what's your magic?
Magic is 3, which rounds up to 2.
So 2, and they're defending against 2 with their willpower or body?
I believe it's body, isn't it? It might be willpower. I'll need to double check. I haven't reread the combat things.
It's
It might be
indirect.
willpower. Yeah, it's indirect, so I think that's body, isn't it? Or is it willpower?
We'll just say body for now.
Reaction plus willpower.
Oh, so it's a normal defense test. Well, he rolled 3 dice. Let's see how many more he would have had. That would have been... wow. He rolled 10 dice and got 0 hits. So yeah, you're going to do 2 stun damage. That is stun or is that physical? It says stun.
It's stun, yeah. I only really generally go with stun because, you know...
And that was just enough. And the sounds are being funny tonight. Are any of you hearing the music?
Yeah.
Huh, it's not working for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nor did my oh, I haven't added. What? How have I not added the Wilhelm scream? Shame on me.
Oh, man. I don't feel so good, guys. I gotta sit down for a minute.
That's, what is that, the the spider saying that?
And that's Jack. I did 6 damage to myself in that.
So you've knocked out a security spider.
Are we out of initiative?
Ah, yes, sorry.
Let's see. In case there's somebody else watching the feeds, we should probably do something about that, right?
Ideally, and I mean, surely being able to log in at the spider's terminal might make it easier for you to get into the thing. I'm not sure.
I'm going to say you can get enough access to be able to see that there's 2 more hosts.
Let's see. We're just going to have,
Even though
hopefully...
the spider's unconscious, you might be able to crack his comlink.
We're gonna have the, it just look like the spider's still slumped at his desk and nobody's in here. There's buttons on it. Why are there buttons on it?
Because that is a test roll button. I was testing to see, like, for example, I can select the security spider and say, oh, he's using intuition and firewall, and actually roll the resist. This is a test feature that it takes a bit of work to make it work. I'd like to add it to all of the Matrix roll buttons, but there's only so many hours in the day.
Oh, now I'm resisting the fade.
Of course you are.
So that was just trying to make it, edit the cameras in here to make sure that all they see is the spider still slumped at his desk. I don't know what would be rolling resistance against that.
Do you see that last broken roll?
That is interesting.
This, kids, is why you don't put parentheses in your character name. So you were doing the edit file, and I rolled, well, that was for the security spider. I rolled 4 hits when I did the host. So you had 4, it had 4, so it's a wash. And what are you trying to do? Like loop the feed or something?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay. You think you've succeeded. It's probably not going to withstand any actual searching.
At this point, Kenny starts to wish that he had the submersion to give him the DNI, the skin link. Because sitting here with the physical stuff probably doesn't help him a whole lot if he can't physically connect to it.
I'm going to throw you a bone because, like I said, I didn't have a way of balancing this well. I'm going to say if you can hack the equipment that he was using, then you can use that as a backdoor. One time only, special deal for you tonight.
So to hack what, his deck?
Yep.
All right, 1 second here. I have.
You're gonna slap a stim patch
John.
Just roll your backdoor.
Just roll the back door? I can just
Yeah.
roll the back door.
This guy has a really good deck. Watch this. You own that rating 1 cyber deck.
Why does he only have a rating 1 cyber deck?
Because he has permission to be in the host.
I mean, I guess if you've got permission, you only really need a Renroku Sensei.
Well, yeah. So the thing is Banshee clarified that with that Matrix FAQ you just came up with. They can, if you are a legitimate administrative access, you can roll with the host's ASDF. You don't have to worry about yours.
Ah.
Saves the company money. They buy a really good host and then they hire a bunch of slackers that really can't use it.
Yep. They made up for giving you that massive host by giving you a wimpy spider. So yeah, I'm going to say that you can, like I said, one time only till I can rebalance future things. You have admin access to the security host, and give me a matrix perception.
That's not bad.
And are you hiding, running silent, basically trying to be unnoticed?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth as well.
So our mission, as it were, was to figure out who owned this place, which we have a really good indication now with the pyramids and stuff. But now we need to find out what the details of the research is and maybe get proof on who owns the business.
Hang on, I want to do some edge stuff with that. Is it 2 to make a 4 or a 5?
Indeed, it is.
It is 2 to make a 4 into a 5.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So I have 3 edges.
Which is probably wise. Go figure. I noticed that the stream was having issues, and I just gave it full priority for network, and then it decides to buffer. These computers are never happy. So yes, as far as you're concerned, you're hidden, and with your matrix perception, that was a really good matrix perception, you notice that there are 2 other hosts attached to this one. And again, you're trying to find research data and you're trying to find the ownership data.
But in order to, like, I could just see there's more hosts, so I'd have to get into those hosts and then find data in them.
Correct.
And that results in more backdoor crap.
Recording so that if it does keep it up, I can patch something together for the viewers. Okay, so you've got access to the security host, and you found 2 more hosts.
What do the 2 hosts look like?
They look very similar. You're not in them, but they look like other pyramids past the pyramid you're in.
Of course. So did you want me to brute force these and just go?
That's up to you. That's up to you and your team.
I was asking the team.
Brute force it and then make it quick skedaddle.
I mean, there might be something else in the other rooms, but we might trigger more issues if we just wander around. So
Yeah, we had a whole other side too.
Right, but like, can we get what we need from the dick?
The deck? No, we're not getting any of the information off this deck.
Whatever. You know that can use it to get in to get what we need.
I mean, I kind of want to check it. What's the door at the end of the hallway?
Yeah, I kind of feel like we should check a few more doors before, because I can almost guarantee that brute forcing will set off alarms, and I'm not guaranteeing I'll get the information that way.
All right, so we'll put a pin in. We'll put a pin in the matrix for now.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Can we look at the Can't you look at the cameras then?
I mean, I knew where the comm links were at, so I know.
Well, you have access now. You have admin on the security host.
No, so I can flip through the cameras?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. Any cameras that are on the host, I'll flip through them really quick and feed that data to the team.
I should correct that. You can see this wing's cameras through the host.
Sure.
So yeah, you can see. I could just probably.
Hey, Chuz, I had a quick sheet question. How did you make bad luck turn on?
It's bad luck : space 1 or +1
Where do you put that?
in a modifier for the quality, or in the modifications box for the quality. I cannot reveal things to you because it would reveal the entire map. But yes, you can see any room you want here. If you want to see a room, just tell me and I'll move you there so you can see it.
Blocking camera feeds and stuff like that.
If we do anything suspicious.
Right.
Okay. So there you go, team. That's what I see.
And we are down to 0 viewers because OBS keeps crashing the connection for some reason. So if you're going to go in a room, just ask me what's in there and he can tell you what's in there.
Okay.
Oh, and the final room is interesting. I'm not going to try and describe it. I'll just show it to you. Where are you? Wait, where is Kenny?
Over here.
Oh, you were under the under the guy. That's what you see.
Oh.
Try
Nice.
and describe that to your fellow man.
Hey, one of you is a magic user, right? I'm also seeing at the big room at the end of the hall, there's looks like a ritual circle. There's a bunch of sigils and stuff and circles and things like that on the floor.
And char marks.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like there's any people in it.
Could we? All right. Right. Can we do some recordings on that, and then we can also send it to the Johnson as proof.
Yeah, I mean, I can record camera feeds, take some stills and stuff.
So you headed down the hall?
Oh, if the ritual room is empty, I probably go check that out.
I think that's a great idea.
What could go wrong?
exactly, what could possibly go wrong?
Death to everybody. I guess I'll unlock that door for you. Because Ken also can do the locks.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
guess I'll astrally observe it. Jack might as well, because he's also awakened.
I'm trying to find the description for this room.
Sure.
There isn't one. So yeah, this is a room that has had rituals happening in it. That's definitely a ritual circle, because you know it obviously says ritual circle, right? If you check it out astrally, it looks like this is definitely got a mana ebb in here because of all the mean things that have been done to the subjects in here, and you definitely see char marks in the within the circle. Do any of you have a military background?
Nope.
Bummer.
Not really.
Kai has a military background, but I don't think she's going to be involved in any of this.
Well, remember, are you able to see, by the way?
I can't see anything on the map.
Oh, I thought I'd given you vision through Major. I am sorry. God, that's terrible.
You've been looking at a Blake. You've basically been a viewer, is what you're saying to us.
Yeah,
aren't you?
basically. Oh, now I can see.
Yeah, you're looking through Major's eyes. It's glitchy because of all the noise from the coatings on the building, but it's something. So yeah, you'll give me a memory test, Kai.
What do I roll for a memory test?
It's in the attributes section on left side of the sheet, but the right side of that pane. And also, anyone that casts spells also give me a memory test.
The Pills has covert ops.
Yeah, you can
And
give me
agent.
memory. Yeah. Oof.
Logic 10 really comes in handy when you're doing a memory test.
All right, so with the roles of all of you, and I'm sure you're discussing this amongst yourselves, you realize that the blast marks on the floor are a mixture of magic and small arms fire. That may or may not be important.
I have Arcana as a knowledge skill, if that's relevant.
Well, that's what I would have applied for the memory. And there are 2 consoles in here that seem to be air gapped.
Oh, so they're not accessible outside, they're only accessible inside?
It seems that way.
Wow, people that know the word what air gapped means.
That's one of the best securities. What's the best way to protect yourself from the scumbags on the internet? Don't be connected to the internet.
Kenny will try turning one on and see if there's anything.
Well,
Probably
yeah.
log.
Login screen.
No, you can use your control device to get in. There's some data that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, but you can collect it.
Okay.
Maybe what you're after, may not be. Who knows?
And I guess do the same for the other one then.
You find the same. They both connect to the same. They're the same device.
So at this point we have very limited circumstantial evidence that as technology might be doing something here.
I mean,
Yep.
just keep in mind, anybody can make their host look like whatever they want.
Yeah.
But as technology definitely goes for that vibe, don't they?
And also, I'm not sure how much Kenny would really know about it, but the the summoning circle or whatever it is, and whatever else crap they're going on, has a little bit of possible.
I mean,
Advanced technology
it's
vibe.
not necessarily blood magic. That's just red paint. It's not blood. And I'm saying it's not blood. I'm not being sarcastic.
But also whatever's going on with the prisoners and torture and
See, I think as technology just gets a bad rap. They're just misunderstood.
right.
How else can you get the 15 different combinations for your soy Ritos? it's sacrifice. Just not themselves.
And it's a sacrifice we're all willing to make.
Yeah, they're
Well,
soy green
have
latos, right?
someone else make for us.
Exactly. It's a sacrifice you're all willing to make.
So we're coming up on like the last 45 minutes of the session. And we're not done yet.
Matrix and then GTFO? Or
I would suggest possibly trying to check that storage room that might have had documents in it.
Sure.
Good idea.
The camera will tell you that it was not documents, it was just storage.
Oh, okay. I must have misunderstood.
No, I'm just trying to help you expedite.
Yeah.
If it's storage, I mean, we could do a quick toss in there, see if there's anything interesting.
Sure.
If it's storage.
We find a couple of million yuan just lying around, right?
Yeah.
Companies just leave that amount of money just lying around, right?
Of course, exactly. I mean, they're not going to spend it on appropriate capital to actually, improve their business. They're just going to leave it lying around.
What do you think this is, Dungeons and Dragons, where you...
enough money.
What do you think this is, Dungeons and Dragons, where you find a chest in an empty room?
And the other thing, if we're ready to go hot here, possible interrogation.
Yeah, you had important-looking people in the room you just passed.
Oh. I feel like if we're messing with important people or messing Matrix, either way, that'll trigger GTFO.
Yes. I think the GM just told us it's about time to GTFO.
Well, I mean, I don't mind going another week. It's up to you guys. We're doing this weekly.
Oh no. Pills kind of feels like, well, we got data from the ritual site. Feel like we would almost have enough to what the Johnson needs. But
Yeah, it's tough knowing without being able to actually know what any of this data means.
Yeah, it is definitely way outside your experience. Now, keep in mind that you were told that if you didn't get enough data, that you would take a pay cut, and if you don't figure out who owns the thing, you're well, that was extra. I believe that was just gravy if you learned that.
Were they machine drones, like gunning drones that we passed as we came in here?
Those were wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted SMGs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We might want to disable those if we're going to go hot, so that we're not going to be taken out as we go out.
You do not see any in the host. You do not see any controls for those. Basically, you don't see controls for anything beyond the west end of this hallway.
Right. And there's an entire other side of this building that we haven't even looked at, right?
And an entire other host.
Shall we attempt to cross to the east side? Sorry, the west side?
I will tell you, remember, you saw the security guard go up through that door. After putting in his code. Or swiping his key, rather.
Yeah. Do the roof-mounted SMGs look like they can shoot back on the guard area, or would we be safe from them there?
No, they were definitely forward-facing. They were wedged in a wall, in a corner in the walls.
If we're going to go hot, then, we probably want to take that out at a similar time, or at least be ready to, for anyone other than Kenji. Just saying as an idea.
So,
Yeah.
give me... I'm not going to make you roll for this. So, yeah, tactically speaking, those guns are not going to swivel to shoot into the guard room. Who had the covert ops and the tactical type knowledge? Was that Pills?
Yeah, Pills.
Give me a memory test once more.
Kai also has small unit tactics knowledge.
Okay,
and nudge techniques.
Give me your small unit tactics. It's not going to matter because 4 hits is amazing. But we'll see just how much you learn from this. Sorry, the small unit tactics would be a memory test. Memory is your dice pool for knowledges. Okay, so Pills, roll one more die for me.
One more die. Okay.
You could just hit the plus if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the dice. 1.
I've been meaning to ask, what does the +4S mean every time it shows up?
Nope.
That is
extra dice.
so. I'll do that on pills. The +4s. It prompts you with how many 4s were in that roll, and you can select however many you want. In this case, pills had 2 4s, and it does that. It says bumping 2 4s to 5s, +2 hits, -4 edge.
Gotcha.
And then the plus basically pre-populates with how many misses you had, and the minus is for the opposing roll. If they want to re-roll your hits, they can click that one. It just makes some of the common edge rolls easier to do. I put it there to basically so you didn't have to open your character sheet and go to the diary every time.
Actually, I'm really curious. I just want to test that. Actually,
Yeah, go ahead. I'll tell you what's happening while you play with that.
Okay.
So, what you noticed, now that you think about it, when you came in was it looked like there were 3 guards in that guard room, and there was a door behind them that was open, and it looked like it was a panic room of some sort. And then you had consoles and a desk on either side of that guard room, and one guy was standing just watching the window as people got off the elevator. So with your really good memory, you tactically know that you had better stop whoever from getting into that that possible panic room, or they could bring all hell down on you.
Okay. All right.
And again, you guys did notice that the guard, when he went back into that security room, he did use a mag key.
Okay.
But he's back out in the lounge now.
Yeah,
right?
last you checked the cameras, he's chilling and watching. What's the barbarian's name again? Neil the barbarian.
Neil the barbarian.
Can we copy his key?
I mean, you've got a Technomancer who can knock himself out knocking down doors. That's much more fun.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be out cold in an hour anyway around it, and right now I have no negative modifiers, so
So tactically, your decision is: do we somehow get a copy of that guy's key, whether we face it out of him, which is going to be difficult because you already lied to him and really confused him and made him miss part of Neil the Barbarian, or you can blitz the room and hope you take both of them out before they can act and sound an alarm, or you can just hack that door and try and blitz the security room before an alarm sounded. You're pretty sure if an alarm sounded, all hell's going to break loose.
Okay.
You counted 4 guards in this wing. 3 guards in this wing. Plus the 3 guards in the guard room. You have no idea who's on the other side. Or above you, you know there's a bunch.
You know, really quick, just as a mental reminder, I guess, for the party, Pills is not a combat person. The only good thing is Pills has some muscle replacements, but he's better at sneaking and an attempt to BS. So I don't know about everybody else though.
I'm trying to help you, but I don't want to solve the problem for you.
No. This is just for everybody else. Like
No. I was going to suggest something, but it's hard for me to not help you.
No, it's all good.
I'm also being attacked by a chihuahua.
It is that time, right?
No, it's almost that time. I picked her up because she was attacking her bed.
I will say I'm a little uncomfortable going pink mohawk without knowing what's in the other wing.
You're going to die. I mean, go for it.
I think we should just sneak across, try to get that door open. We have faith in our Technomancer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you used the key card for the door on the other side of the elevator, or are you talking about the security room?
Yeah, this door used the key card, so we could try it on the other one.
Yeah, Randall can open that door.
Yeah. All right. Well, Randall
let's
can
just
do.
go.
All right. So, check the other half. Randall will just kind of walk through. Hopefully, nothing happens. Oh, don't we need the thing? Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Okay. And then...
I like that key. I keep meaning to add it to the D&D lobby.
No, that's cool. Okay. If 1, 2, 3... Pill's gonna think maybe 3 doors down is the other. Pills will kind of
The other
quiet.
spider.
Yeah.
Well, can he take a quick look, matrix perception, and see if it has a similar layout?
Cameras.
Electronics.
Electronics, again, memory test, just to see if you remember what the other layout was. It's pretty close, so it's not a high threshold. I like memory tests. What do you, the PC, remember that the player doesn't? Okay, yeah, so device-wise, it's you can't tell because all of the walls here have very heavy anti-wireless coating.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
a good roll
boy.
too.
It's plankton.
Wipe it off.
What about the astral test?
What does the astral test tell us? It's all mana words.
There's no mana words on this side.
Uh-oh.
And you basically get similar information to what he got on the other side. You have 2 bodies in this room, 3 bodies in this room, a couple bodies in this room, 2 of them not doing too well, another couple not doing too well. It's the same layout. There's people in rooms, though.
So there's no single spider, though.
Yeah. There's 1 person in this room.
Alright, so we need to take the spider out, and then we can check the room at the end of the hall, and I think we're good. And we're going to stack up on this door that Jack's at, and just bum rush this guy.
Oh wait, wait. I have small unit. Pills have small unit tactics.
Don't do that. Jack wants to be in front so he can use both of his actions.
Yeah, isn't there like rolls we can do?
There's what is it, stacking and breaching or whatever?
Yeah, stacking,
Yeah.
breaching, diamond formation.
But you don't have breaching charges, and that's pretty loud if I remember correctly.
Well, not breaching, just
What do we need breaching charges? Just
things we could do. But that's okay. Let's just open a door and just kind of...
Kenny is the breaching charge.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kenny's the breaching charge.
And he gets loud when he hits the floor.
Alright, opening the door.
On the count of 3,
Oh.
select your tokens and roll for initiative.
Do I need to make sure I can get the door open first?
Go ahead. It's done. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Can we just assume that Major will go immediately after me with that whole defaulting thing?
Yes, I like that idea because it simplifies combat. What's happening, Bella? She saw the initiative tracker pop up and stopped chewing on me. Kai, are you going to pop in? Yeah. Just in case the security spider survives.
Wow, I rolled so low.
Yeah. If
I rolled exactly what I rolled last time.
survives,
At least got a few people going in ahead before to try to knock them out.
I believe in you guys.
Just remember to leave enough of a gap that I can blast them. As in, literally blast them with the blast spell.
Yeah, and so in Shadowrun, you only have to be within 3 meters to hit people.
Everyone's got extendo arms.
Well,
Trolls have it naturally.
Okay, Kai, what are you doing?
Like 6.
Kai actually can't hear anything because of all this added noise from the walls here.
Yeah, Kai's not going to do anything except continue to watch the team through her cybernetic eyes.
Actually, you lose that feed when they entered this side
Ah, that's interesting.
because of all of the extra noise. Because it's got to be able to connect, have connection outside.
Yeah.
And we were we were one noise away from nullifying the connection through the RCC. So we're added more than that one.
So Kai is just gonna
Become
watch
extra alert when people disappeared.
Yeah, probably take aim at some of the guards, but that's about it.
Okay, so pills.
Oh, I started again. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20,
At least
25.
they're not combat built is always winning initiative.
Yeah.
That's good. It means you can run away before the bullets start flying.
Yeah. Okay. You said within 3 we can kind of attack.
Yes.
Okay. Then yep. Or
Well, for melee, yes.
No.
Yes, in Shadowrun, everybody has reach weapons.
Sorry. Okay.
I can attack
right.
you with my dagger from 3 meters away, obviously.
It's all about the whole dodging, ducking, and weaving, and the moving around in combat. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
21
gonna
foot rule.
try what I did before. Try to grapple the person and kind of drag them back. I guess I was also trying to leave room. So, if I had to get that close, then yeah. All right. Okay. Let's do.
So it's close combat plus agility, which is
Yeah.
normal close combat unarmed.
My cheat went weird. Okay. All right.
No, your sheet didn't go weird. You made it weird.
Yeah.
What is your attack rating unarmed?
Unarmed. That's strength. So that's 5. I think it's 8.
Yeah, that's fine. You get an edge.
Okay. Cool. I will have it re-roll a failure, or re-roll a success.
Well, he didn't roll anything yet.
Okay.
You have 2 hits, so it's 2 plus what was it? Half of your strength? No, it's
2 plus
now. Okay, now it's strength versus strength and net hits. So your strength plus the 2 versus his strength. And again, he's got this impressive strength of 1. So you've already got him beat with just the net hits.
Okay. There. Oh. What?
So 2 and 3 is 5. Which is not a damage thing. You have to have a positive result. So, okay, you have them restrained. So he has a -4 dice pool penalty on his defenses against anybody further.
Okay. I don't know if I can drag him away, but because I'm grappled.
I'm going to say right now that would be difficult. Yeah. Okay, so it is Kenichi's turn.
My question earlier, since we are breaching, we know what's going on here. Could I have my taser like in hand and just kind of holding it in my coat before we walk in?
Yeah, I said that was fine.
Okay. Kenny will step in. Actually, he's just going to step right in the door here because I think that's still within close.
Yeah.
And he's going to tase this guy, hopefully.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tasers make a loud popping noise?
Probably. A little zzz.
Quick, someone
They make a
snap their
lot
fingers.
of clicking noises because they're rapidly discharging their capacitors.
Oh, he is definitely going to defend against this with his -4 dice pool penalty.
Yay.
1 hit. So you 4 plus 6, so 10 SEs out.
Okay.
It had 9.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right. Kenny's going to, as soon as he's down, I assume we're out of initiative.
Yes, you are out of initiative.
Whew.
I feel really bad for Kai. I am very sorry that you stayed outside. I should have some glitch rats come after you. Yeah, that's it.
He's having a good time.
Shooting womp rats in the canyons.
Trying to get into his deck to do the same thing.
Yes, against his dex firewall of 1.
All right, take 2.
Um,
Does he have anything on him?
that is a critical glitch.
Nice.
His deck somehow glitched and has basically opened everything up to the host.
All that malware that was on it somehow
Yeah, that guy
else?
must have been looking at some really bad stuff, and yeah, it was corrupted.
Oh, you know, hey, on the company's dime, you know, watch
So
watch
he-
your porn on Prime.
Yeah, he was watching that stuff, and yeah, it messed up the deck, and the deck somehow infested the host. So now you have admin in the security host on this side,
All right, so first
not
thing.
not the data host that you are able to detect though.
Okay, well, I will immediately check all the camera feeds and relay that information.
Is Jack hiding?
No, Jack is searching the body.
Oh, you find another cred stick, and oddly enough, it has payday on it, 150 million.
Okay, he's gonna palm that one with 3 hits.
And I guess you're recovering those decks, hoping that you can get something out of them.
You'd like to think that,
Sure.
wouldn't you? I still got
Hey.
4 hits to see.
Guys, I found another cred stick. Here, why don't you hold this hamburger? And he kind of throws it at her face.
Another 30 new in each. Huzzah!
So yeah, you recovered the decks. Remind me when we're done about that, and we'll figure out if there's any value to them. If no promises.
You know, Pills has attack eraser, I think.
Well, with heavy duty electronics like that, there's actually rules for vehicles in double clutch, and it's pretty complicated. Rather than basically having money bloat, I think I'm going to go with the standard rule of like 10% of the value if it's not totally destroyed. This one you probably don't want to bring back because it critical glitch, so it's probably smoked.
Fair.
The other one did not get smoked, so that one may have some intrinsic value. And take it to the Matrix Shack, and they can scrap it for parts if nothing else. So, what's the plan? We've got 25 minutes till we're overtime. Not that I mind overtime.
Feeding information from the cameras to the rest of the team so we know the layout of this wing.
It's the same layout. There's 3 people in the room behind you there, 2 in the sleeping quarters, 1 in the pack of 4 offices over here, 1 across the hall from you, and that's a research lab room with prisoners. More prisoners, no workers. More prisoners, no workers. More prisoners, no workers. Storage, more prisoners, no workers. Looks like the lead of this side's office and their assistant, and sleeping quarters, and a room at the end of the hall that does not have a ritual circle in it.
Do we?
Something just moved. I saw it.
Can we see if there are the turrets, if they're attached to this side?
I moved Ken to the room at the end of the hall so he can describe it.
Oh, sorry. Let me. I was taking notes. Lots of electronic doodads.
Those are the big round things are like big enough for people to be put in.
Pods.
Big pods.
They're taking magic from people and putting it in other people.
I've moved you back to where you started, Ken. Astral sensing again, if you want to try. By the way, there's a super edge go away at the end of the thing. Why don't you roll your super edge on that, Andrigger?
Okay. How would I do that?
So
just roll it for free.
you click on the icon above your Roll20 picture, and then drag the big card out onto the there you go. And you say I'm using my super edge, and then you would have done that before the roll, but go ahead and do your re-rolls on the plus and just roll 3 more dice. Fantastic. That's 5 on your Astralist Sensing. I believe that's enough to tell you that all of these prisoners you see and the several of the staff are Technomancers.
Oh.
By the way, there's no mana ebb over here, but Ken, you feel really uncomfortable because there's a resonance void. Or sorry, a dissonance pool is what it's called.
Dissonance pool, huh?
Yes, it's caused by, well, we're not sure what it's caused by, but it basically gives you negative dice pool modifiers when you use any resonance skill, just like a mana ebb gives negative dice pool modifiers for magic skills. And like mana ebbs are caused by any number of things. Like it can be toxic magic, it can be torturing mages, all kinds of fun stuff. So you're not sure what causes dissonance pools, but that may be tied to it.
And if this wing is laid out the same as the other, then we can assume that there's probably air-gapped consoles in that room that we could.
Well, you can see that there were
Require some data
consoles
from.
there, yes. Whether you can get data or not is a different story.
Well, if I have to use my Technomancer skills to get it,
You're going to be in trouble.
I would suggest we at least go check that out. Maybe get a closer look at those pods.
Let's do it.
Yeah, there's the key. Do the thing. I think this is a locked door.
You are correct. It is. I was doing things. So yeah, you could definitely tell this is the main lab, and they've been doing things in here, God knows what. They are indeed separate hosts. Not as easy to get into this one. You're going to have to backdoor or brute force it.
And you're currently boosted as much as we can boost you, right? Kenichi?
I mean, I have a little bit of boost to my logic, it was.
What do you use?
I was only able to give him +3.
I think I screwed up and put that in intuition.
I mean, I'm happy to drop my willpower one and give you a boost to that if you want. Or whatever stat you want, intuition or whatever. What would benefit you?
If I'm just trying to get backdoor into this, I need all the logic I can get.
I'm unlikely to be able to beat a +3, but I can try if you want.
You know what? I can try again. It was the drain that I didn't want to go.
Well, I haven't taken any drain yet, so that's all. My dice pool is smaller.
I only have a -1 on mine, so
That's fine. I'll try because I mean, statistically speaking, because you don't have any stuff on you, right? You're 6 essence, right?
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, for you, I should be able to get you a +4.
Oh, yeah. For the Technomancer, that'd be fine.
Yeah, for the auto +1.
I'm going to assume that you guys can just do that, so you can go ahead and give yourself the extra. I'm not going to make you do the rolls because we are running short on time.
Already
Okay.
did it and already succeeded, so it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm still not wanting to go hot just yet, so I'll roll this really quick.
And you do have the super edge. 6 isn't terrible. There you go, 2 hits.
Alright, try this one more time.
Remember your -1. Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna take my 2 hits and my super edge and go with it.
all right, so you'll have +5. And a fun fact, go ahead and roll your brute force. Or your backdoor, rather.
Question though, I'm doing this with, it's not like a Technomancer thing, but I'm doing it with my Technomancer ability, if that makes sense.
No. What do you mean?
Because I don't have a deck or anything, so I'm not doing this with a deck. I'm doing this with my mind.
That doesn't matter.
Okay, I just wanted to double check about that.
No, yeah, the deck would basically, you have ASDF's attributes because you are you, whereas
Right.
a decker has it because of technology. That's the
Well,
only real difference there. Holy hell!
dissonance
Or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you would have had a -1 dice pool, and edge actions cost 1 extra edge. And you didn't do an
so
edge
that's
action.
-2.
No, it's just -1. You didn't do an edge action, right?
The super edge thing.
No, that doesn't count. So
Okay.
you would have lost 1 die, which was a fail, a 1 actually. So yeah, you're fine. 11 hits, and it's rolling. It's willpower plus firewall, oddly enough. And guess what? You conked out the spider, so there's no willpower behind it. And I rolled the wrong thing, so we'll try that again. 1 hit versus your 11. I think you're in.
Oh good god.
So you are admin.
Alright. Collect all the data.
And this is, well, there's more to it than just, I'm taking this stuff.
Oh, is there a data bomb?
No, there's no data bomb. You just have to either matrix search? No, hash file.
Hash check, yeah.
Yeah, because you're basically doing a search, which is a hash. You're basically grepping. You're grepping the file system for interesting words.
There's terabytes of information, and you've got a short.
You're going grep star Technomancer. And I have done this differently because I'm trying to expedite it. I'm saying that for the stream as I highlight what I'm not making you do. And what is that against? It just says CRB 182. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, that's because there's a table. 5 hits finds you anything. It's 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. You find 2 files that look interesting. You're not sure which one is the interesting one.
Okay.
So you can copy 2 files, or you can do another hash check on those 2.
Might as well just copy them both.
Yeah, I would just grab the data and run at this point.
All right.
All right. So, do we know which of these doors have the prisoners in?
Yes, you do. And the same on the other side. However,
Check with the group. Should we just let them out and then follow as they escape in the confusion?
Well, yeah, let them out after we take out the guards, though, right? Because
Okay.
I suspect the guards will probably get a little antsy if they see the prisoners leaving.
or just
Wait.
open up the drones.
Wait. I hate to say this, right, but I don't know if we can do this remotely. Let them out, and or we could take out the guards and just. The only thing is, there's only one way in and out. So if we let the prisoners out, then they'll probably close our one way in and out.
Then we got to take the guards out.
I mean, I think we might be able to handle the guards down here, but I don't know about the guards topside.
Or we can just go.
How about we handle the guards down here? Let the people out of the cages, and then we take the elevator up first.
Agreed. And if only we had a sniper who'd been waiting patiently to take out the guards up there.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
Yeah, it would be really useful.
I guess we know what we're doing next week. Just one big long combat.
Right.
Well, there'll be stuff after the combat, I'm sure. Unless you want to try and do a big long combat in 12 minutes, or extend past 11. But I feel like people may be getting tired.
One round, yeah.
So, do we want to pause here, or
I think we can probably take out the guards here.
I think you
are
probably
pausing, yeah.
Well, I feel like, so here's how I'd like to do it. If you're going to do a two-pronged approach, I'd like to do it as a two-pronged approach. It'll be fun and complicated, and it'll be a great thing for a whole new session. Basically, we can go tonight, you guys can set up your attack on the guards down here, and basically we'll wait. We're not going to roll for initiative because I do things on the lobby and may accidentally delete it, but we'll get to the point where we're getting ready to roll for initiative.
Okay.
And this way, if Tree can make it next week, which hopefully she can show up just in time to back up Kai.
This means you better show up, Kai, otherwise we're screwed.
Or it's just going to be very difficult. Kai's like, are you kidding? I'm the only one showing up next week. You got to play this week.
Right.
So the plan for next week, somebody should take notes and put that in the Discord. The plan for next week is you guys are going to simultack the guards here and the guards up top.
Yeah, Pills won't be here, but I'll be supporting you in spirit, or at least stealthing away while everything happens.
You're going to wait for the action to hit and go, I think I'll get in the elevator.
Peace.
Alright, so next session we are going to take out lower guards, let prisoners out, go up the elevator first, and make a dash for it.
Whilst Kai's already taking out the top guards.
I will remind you that there are blast doors. That's what these funny places, the Super Mario pipes are.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a thing.
Well, it's not like we've got a Technomancer who'll drop out in, about 40 minutes game time?
Yeah, we'll be done by then.
Cross that. You'll burn that bridge down when you get there.
I mean, we'll be done one way or the other. Whatever the results are, they will have happened.
You'll be done like turkey, i.e. cooked, or done like person. All right, so we will end the stream here, and sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm going to try to patch things up for the video on demand for anybody that actually cares to see what they missed, if I can find recordings. And we'll see you guys next week. Same bat channel, same bat time.
Awesome.
Bye.
Here we go.